Yeah, so if anyone's listening to this, Sam and Steph are recovering from COVID, so there might be some coughing. So
Might be.
apologies. Might be.
It
It's
might
a
be.
small possibility of coughing.
We're all happy they're
Yep.
okay. Didn't get serious beyond flu symptoms. And everybody at home, remember to wear your mask in public
Please.
and wash your hands.
Yeah, but they're feeling better, so well enough to join us
Woo!
today. So last time on the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, after gleaning some secrets from some very well-knowing wooden unicorns, you discovered that your missing items, for those who it pertains to, are lost in the Fey realm of Prismere, which has a connection to the Witchlight Carnival. Um, and you decided that speaking to the owners of the carnival, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, is probably your best chance to get the location portal. And to do that, Aster and Pimner told you that part of the best way to get their attention is to impress them at the big top extravaganza that happens at midnight. So to kill some time, after Pimner had to cartwheel and with her halfling and gnome clown brethren, you go off and enjoy the carnival some more. You met a gnome bard at the quote unquote food court, for lack of a better word, who seemed to be the a benefactor who bought the tickets for your entrance to the Witchlight Carnival. And she was very mysterious. She told her that her lute tells her prophecies and fortunes, and it's her, like, she listens to the songs it sings and then tries to relay that information. And she thought you lot were important to the future of the carnival and to Prismere. You also met a mermaid named Falisha, who, in the middle of a beautiful performance of her serenading the audience, there was a series of hecklers who kind of brought her self-esteem low, and she jumped out of her bowl that she was performing in, and it's like this big ornate fishbowl looking thing, and she jumped out very upset and sad, and a glimpse of this heckler, a kind of a haggard old woman. Boo, boo! But before he could could catch up to her, she vanished. Falisha said that she's also upset because the mime named Candlefoot kind of stopped talking to her, and she liked him a whole bunch. And when you finally met up with Candlefoot a little later, you realized that a Kenku had stolen his voice right when he was about to profess his love to Falisha, and you agreed to help find this Kenku and return his voice. You also witnessed a halfling couple who one was about to propose to the other, and the one getting proposed to just started bursting out laughing while being close to a mannequin of the witch Tasha. And this other halfling was very upset and ran into the Hall of Illusions. It's like a maze of mirrors. Turns out the other halfling was being close to that statue of Tasha cast Tasha's hideous laughter on her, and she just couldn't help but bursting out laughing. But a few of you went into the Hall of Mirrors to catch him, and the mirrors showed you younger and older versions of yourself as you went through the maze. And I forget which one. I think it was Karen who found the halfling, but his younger self in the mirror was conversing with this little girl in a pig mask, and he seemingly was about ready to go with her to wherever she promised to take him. But Karen was able to catch him in time, snap him out of it. He said that the girl in the pig mask offered to like solve any regret that he had. If only you followed me. And he was about to do so until she intervened. After that little adventure, it was about midnight, and you start hearing the Witchlight hands calling for the start of the Witchlight Big Top Extravaganza, which was about to begin. So that's where you are right now. It is around midnight. Mood of the Carnival is slightly above average. And after promising Candlefoot to help him with his lost voice, you head off to the Big Top to enjoy the show and perhaps perform yourself there. And around that time, the Gnome and Halfling Parade makes its way around to you, and Pimner, exhausted for dancing for nearly 2 hours straight, is back with you all. She's like, okay, what'd I miss?
I'll catch her up on everything. I assume with the help of Aster.
Sure.
What? Also the girl with the pig face, it's not just like a clean cut girl with a pig face. It was like, she was like antiqued. And like, it
disgusting and horrific looking.
Yeah, I think I posted a picture in the Discord, but yeah, she has like kind of gray skin, her mouth is like lopsided.
And like, it's not like rust, but there's like her mask is like all kind of filthy.
Yeah. So do you think, Steph, do you think that kind of filled in what you missed?
Yeah, that recap got me right back on track.
Okay.
A little bit huffy and coffee. Him is back with the group. Like, okay.
I think the only thing that we talked about is that we're gonna keep an eye out for Star, the cub of the Displacer Beast, who runs the runs the lost property section. Lost his cub at some point. Just ran off, never came back, and everybody was like really sad. So
it was several years ago at this point. But yeah, the Lost and Found is run by a Displacer Beast named Delagrum, and years ago he lost his cub Star. He doesn't know. No one at the Witchlight Carnival knows what happened to him.
I feel like as a worker, I might have known that, and it would just be like one of those things I just don't talk about because it's just like, sometimes there's weird stuff at this place.
Yeah, but we said that we would keep an eye out in case they went to the Prismere.
Yeah, I think one of you surmised that perhaps he got lost in Prismere somehow through like the portal here.
Yeah,
I think that might have been Karen being like, because I just saw someone try and take it, like, not a kid, a halfling, but away. Right.
Yeah.
It was like an adult halfling, but in the mirror was his child self, and like the girl in the pig mask was trying to persuade him to like enter the mirror.
Don't do it.
I'll then also pipe up and say, also, Pimner, so we need to put on an act, I guess, us not carnival workers, Gray, Karen, and myself. I'm not much of an actor, performer, entertainer at all.
I already told you I'm going to help you.
I know, but...
Alright, just let me catch my breath for quick and we can work on some choreography.
I mean, I've never seen somebody do a full cartwheel of, like, 2 hours.
It's fucking impressive, isn't it?
I know. Honestly, incredible.
I'm quite tired, but I think if I just get a breather for about 8 minutes, I'll be alright.
Oh, it's a very specific amount of time.
It reminds me of my time when I was captain of the cheerleading team.
Oh,
Captain?
Captain.
So, you are an entertainer, then?
Oh, it's not just entertainment, it's also serious athleticism as well.
I mean, that's not what I meant, but I mean, of course, entertainment can also be athletics.
Do like the little, put Aster's like doing the little like pom-pom. I'm doing it in real life, realizing nobody can see me doing it.
Karen,
I do that all the time too.
Karen, were you the cheerleading captain?
I think so with this character, if I'm gonna go all out with it.
She would have, absolutely.
And so, I would like to, like, at this point, as Aster is, I, like, mockingly, like, doing cheer stuff. I'd like to do, like, a cheer, but I want to use my intimidation, because that's what cheerleading also partially does, is intimidate the other team. So I'd like to, if there's a way I could do an intimidation roll.
Yeah, just do an intimidation roll, see how.
Yeah, do it.
It's like super serious.
I love the mentality.
Oh god, yeah, he's fucking terrible. He's like, oh god, Jesus. All right.
She's like, her eyes are unblinking, just staring at Aster doing her pom-pom routine.
It's like everything's so sharp and like perfect, and like it's just like every action is like in like just controlling your vision and like.
Then what's the cheer sound like?
What's my cheer sound?
What's the cheer from Bring It On? Brr! It's cold in here.
Hey, you check us out.
Huh? I don't know how you check us out.
I imagine
the best my song to the school because the cool. Please, Celeste. Karen is the best. Hold up, wait a minute, put a little oomph in it. What? Who's going to kick your butt?
At this point, like a small crowd of people who are heading to the big top are like kind of watching you perform. They just start clapping, like yeah.
And then like, and then like, I don't know, like it's sort of an I've seen I know Aster's seen Bring It On, but like sort of like the thing where it's like, and then they sort of get up in their face and like flick their hair and be like, that is cheer.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I was the captain.
All right, you didn't have to like
go
that hard, but
give
you
yourself
did.
inspiration for that. I like.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Pulling out the cheerleader.
I mean, I would have. I believed it.
Yeah.
I believed
it.
it.
I pretty much. I think I've changed my allegiance to Karen. Overall,
she is now my patron.
Karen is my patron deity.
Because yeah, it's very much like, oh, I worked up every morning at 4:30 for cheer before school, then during 5th break period, and then after school.
Yeah.
You know what? What's probably really good is that you would be really good at getting the crowd into a frenzy when we're in the big top.
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like especially if like we start like losing the crowd, you can definitely get them back into. Honestly, you could probably just straight up cheer to the judges. I'm that impressed by your cheering.
That was a very good rendition of it. I think it's because I was in the moment.
Yes. The magic of the
Everything
carnival.
just hit correctly, brought me all back.
As you approach, sorry, go ahead.
No, Aster was just gonna say, like, I think we've got a good thing going here with this.
Yeah, but as you approach closer to Witchlight hands, kind of approach Aster and Pimner, and they're kind of looking panicked, saying, "Where have you two been?"
Oh, hi. We've just been helping out these customers.
Don't you remember you're scheduled to be in the opening act tonight?
Absolutely, I am. I'm sorry. Aster, I think.
Did you forget?
I didn't know. What?
You didn't know?
No, we didn't.
They said you were going to perform like a new trick tonight, and it was going to like wow the crowd, like be a big crowd pleaser to like start the show.
Absolutely, of course. That's what we're here to do. That's our job, is make everyone happy.
It's like, oh
shit.
Aster, let's go do a one last warm-up routine.
It's like, well, the show starts any minute now, so hurry up. And he kind of like takes both your hands and starts like running toward the backstage area.
Are we not allowed to help?
See you in a bit.
Oh, okay, bye, see you.
Can we follow them? Go with them because we're going to be performing anyway as well.
You try to follow them. They says, "Oh, sorry, staff only."
Oh, great! They split the party.
I think I overheard that you wanted to perform at this perform too.
Yes, we'd love to perform. We're performers extraordinaire.
Normally that's a spur of the moment thing that the guests don't know about. They usually don't have time to prepare, but don't worry, you'll get your chance near the end.
Oh, so we're going last? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big finisher. Let the guests.
Oh.
Like let the guests see if they can wow the crowd.
Oh.
All the pressure.
All the pressure. No pressure. If you don't do well, the whole big top extravaganza is ruined. Sorry.
Yeah, the entire show is riding on your performance. So.
Okay, we gotta go. The show starts any minute. If you go now, you can still get good seats. And he's talking to the guests.
Well, I guess we'll head to the big top and try and get seats. I guess we should quickly talk about what we could do. So, as we talked, well, we were carousing the carnival. I don't have much. I don't want to do my thunder lightning thing because it's kind of dangerous, but maybe it's the last resort. But
Danger can be very entertaining.
This is true, but if it's going to be us on stage, I don't want to hurt you two, or Aster, or Pim, or anybody really, unless they deserve it. I mean, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and sort of command somebody to do something. Hopefully, it'll be Aster, and Aster said that when I whisper, it's like he said he'd do it anyway if it didn't work. So. I've got a little mentalist sort of thing going on. But, and Karen, you're obviously good at cheering, if that's what you wish to do.
Yes, I can cheer. I'm also very good at flipping other people.
I mean, yes. I guess we can organize like a fight. I don't know.
There's this mental image of Karen suplexing somebody in the crowd, just like you.
What's that like? I remember like an anime video or something of like some character losing all of her private journal images, and every time that somebody's trying to pick it up, she'll just freak out and just suplex them. Yeah, that's basically what I'm imagining.
That's from Nietzsche, Joe.
It's her personal yaoi manga that she's drawing.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. So as you enter the big top, like I said, this is kind of like the main event of the night, like one of the big main events. And so like practically the whole carnival is here, and all the guests are kind of in their seats. They have their bags of popcorn and funnel cake and candied apples and all that fun stuff, and the lights start to dim in the tent, and the lights dim, and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates as a lithe, elven figure sitting on a silver hoop, suspended above the center of a ring by silk ropes. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond-paned mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings. His scepter is topped with a spinning vane. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted. You see Mr. Light. Here.
Yeah, what does... So does he look... Is he human? Is he, like, elf? Is he fae?
He's definitely... give me a, investigation check.
Investigation? Oh, I got my new dice up. 3!
There's a post in your way.
He sure is a guy, isn't he? That's one like, dude.
It's either a post or like some lady with like a big hat. Oh, that's cool that you did that.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
He's definitely an elf. He's not human. He has like dark grayish skin. He's wearing kind of like clownish makeup, like very fancy, very flamboyant, and
So,
like
Kefka?
yeah, and he has this like smile on his face, like he's just delighted to be there.
Sorry, Joey. Can I make a really quick bathroom break? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I figure I'll do it before
sure.
you get started.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Back in literally 1 minute.
Aster, my thing is sleight of hand, deception, and stealth. What do you got?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Acrobatics. And stealth.
So we could maybe do a disappearing act or an appearing
Ooh, that'd be fun.
act. Or like make things appear and disappear.
Aster could like hide Pim in a pocket.
Yeah,
Sleight
hide
of hand
Pim.
with Pim.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we can do something like that, or
Just
maybe
as a series of
Making things disappear.
Backflips and whatnot to make her reappear. Some shit. I don't know.
yeah. So then maybe
Oh! I just had a cool idea. There's
Okay.
like a trapeze or something. They're doing like flips or whatever, and then he like flips her, like she's like holding onto his hands, and then he lets go, and she just rolls, and then poof, she's gone.
because I do have
Oh.
some
Back.
acrobatics, but
Mhm.
I will say I am 7 stealth and 5 sleight of hand.
Yeah,
I
six-
realize now I should have done that in character and gone to the bathroom and come back and been like, all right, what'd I miss?
I was just getting some popcorn. All right, so maybe we'll do something like that. We'll do a crazy disappearing trapeze act.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, Joey, let's say I went out to get a big giant pretzel.
Interesting pretzel.
Got like 7 twists in it because it's like Fey touched.
Yeah.
Oh man, is that Ridley?
Be a bunch of Ridleys. Boss battle.
Is this art from the? Is this actually from the book?
This is official art.
Nice.
It's really
The
cool.
colors are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I wrote this next part, so sorry if the writing isn't the best. I did
No,
it
go
really
for it,
quick.
man.
So, the tent goes dark as a single jet of flame erupts from a tiefling fireblower's mouth. The fire transforms a number of illusionary fire methods. Oh, this is a little loud, sorry. Turn this down.
Good music though.
Good music. As if, transformed to a number of illusionary fire methods as they fly around the big top before exploding into small fireworks. The celebration has officially begun. Fairy dragons with long streamers dance in the air as the tiefling continues his performance. Acrobats flip and dance around the stage as Aster and Pimner prepare for their long-awaited trick to end the act. What do you two do to end this extraordinary introduction to the Big Top Extravaganza?
Oh boy.
I believe Pim and Aster are on opposite sides of the trapeze.
Yeah.
And what I would like to do is, you know how like you grab the one person, like they grab each other? Is there some way, and I don't know how we're going to do this, if we go to grab each other, but we disappear instead, and then we reappear on the opposite
Oh.
platforms?
So in my
I'm just-
mind, this is something that you prepared for, but it just slipped your mind, and plus you didn't know about it. So I think you know how to do the trick, but I want you to each give me a performance check to see how much razzle dazzle you put into it.
Absolutely.
Oh god, performance? Oh no. Oh no. Alright.
I can help with this from the side if needed.
I unfortunately cannot help guidance without touching them.
I would love.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Oh no.
And Pim died.
Why did it have to be performance? Oh,
There's
that's
no way
rough.
to reroll.
No, we reroll.
No, I'm a halfling. Yeah, I'm a halfling. Halfling look right.
Oh, did
Halfling luck?
did it not reroll automatically?
I just have the one. Okay.
If you're
still checking it.
if you're a halfling, it should automatically re-roll. Oh wait,
I'm a lightfoot halfling though. I don't know. Maybe if I don't have that.
well re-roll because yeah, you're supposed to re-roll on ones. You like when I was playing Mousy, it would always re-roll when I rolled a one.
Yeah, yeah. It says that I can, but I will. and I'm going to save this performance.
Oh, thank Jesus. Oh,
That's much for 20.
She did a fake out there.
Yeah, so it was a 5 before it re-rolls to a 21. I think it may be an option beyond 20.
I'll check it out.
Reroll halving luck.
And,
So,
can I help too?
I want to help Aster, yeah.
I mean, I rolled a 6. Even guidance won't do much for me, pal. Oh, wait, what? Huh? I'm confused.
Well, yeah, so what is this? What are you doing to...
I figure add a bit of razzle dazzle and cast fairy fire on her.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you do your trampoline act. Maybe hooves weren't the best thing to use on a trampoline, and Aster kind of stumbles. She gets a good jump, kind of stumbles in the air, but Gray, seeing that, she's in trouble, kind of illuminates her with this, neon light.
Aster is a boy!
Oh, sorry. It's to his, I forget where it was. But anyway, he's like, he's illuminating in this neon light, so it looks impressive. It's like strobe lights going off. And Pimner looks like she's about to, trip on the trampoline, but she quickly recovers and does her flip. And what was going to happen, you're going to meet in the middle, kind of disappear. And then appear on either sides.
We make it look like the stumbling was part of it, like a fake out, whoa! Yeah.
Oh no, they're in trouble and they're gonna die.
I also imagine that Aster has no idea why he is glowing bright purple now.
Not a fucking idea. No clue.
But it also has been in here so long that you're like, yeah, it just happens.
Yeah. And once the trick is over, everyone's like, then they're like, oh, and they start, and the entire place starts clapping.
We did it! Yay!
And Mr. Light reappears.
I clap for an additional 30 seconds.
Yeah.
When everybody else stops.
Sit down, you're making sense.
It was really good.
Mr. Light appears after the trick was done. He goes, "Oh, what an exciting beginning to our big top extravaganza! Let's hear it for Blaze the Fire Breather, and of course Aster and Pimner. But the fun has just begun. Now be amazed at the acts of brute strength by the strongest bugbear in the multiverse, Burly." And he starts to clap and kind of walks out of the way. And you see this large bugbear in overalls and wearing a pumpkin for a helmet. Kind of walks out, but he kind of stands off to the side, and the curtain opens up, and you see a horse and carriage being driven by a little goblin. The horse kind of trots out in the middle of the stage, and he stops, and he goes, "I am but a humble merchant in Waterdeep, with my horse and carriage. But alas, a wheel has broken, and I cannot move. What's that? Up the hill? Oh, what runaway cart I see!" And from the curtain you see Diana, the quote-unquote centaur, kind of trot out, and she just goes, "I am a runaway horse. Nothing can stop me. Here I go." And she starts jaunting towards the horse and carriage. And the little goblin on the other one goes, "Whatever shall I do? I cannot move an entire horse and carriage." And you hear this booming voice go, "Just leave it to me, little one." And Burly, with his hands on his hips very heroically, stomps out, reaches down, picks up the horse and carriage, over his head, almost like it's not even an issue. And he goes, I learned this from my cousin Brutrick from Waterdeep. And he
That's
lifts
what I was thinking.
he has the horse and carriage over his head, and Diana just kind of trots underneath, and she goes, that was a close one. And everyone just like, ooh, and they start to clap. And Burley does it with one hand, lifting up the horse and carriage. Somehow that's possible. And they're like, ooh, and they start clapping some more. And he goes, oh, and he puts it back down. Oh, Burley, that was magnificent! Let's give a round of applause for the strongest bugbear in the multiverse. Burley!
Clap long.
And Kal'zi, like, because that spell is still on you, you are just enjoying every second of this. Like, every little thing that happens, you are just...
I'm amazed that they got a cart on stage. Like, where did they even fit that in the backstage? It's amazing.
Burley kind of waves and takes a bow. Goes off backstage. How exciting! But let us slow it down a spell, as we serenade your ears with the lovely singing of our beautiful mermaid, Falshra. And, like, kind of gestures towards the back and nothing happens. I said, our beautiful mermaid, Falshra! And very awkwardly, like a little goblin assistant kind of walks up to him. Mr. Light kind of kneels down, and the goblin's like, what do you mean she's not here? Well, very well, how about our, incredible singing dwarf? Come up, it's your big time to shine, come out here. And you see this dwarf woman is like, walk out from behind the stage, like, who, me? She comes out, kind of shyly to the spotlight, and she's like, and she just starts singing opera for everyone.
Oh.
And like
It's
the audience,
Sarah. It's probably Sarah.
Yeah, it's Sarah, the opera singer, and but like people aren't quite sure how to react. Like they didn't necessarily come to the circus to hear opera, but they're very politely listening. This one guy in the front who like looks kind of like an aristocrat is just like cheering. It's like, oh, this is the best performance I've ever heard in my life. But it'll give you a moment, because operas tend to last a little bit, to talk among yourselves.
It's the whole ring cycle.
I'm trying to watch.
I want to say Aster goes, like, I'm assuming they've rejoined the others in the stands at this point. Yeah. So as they're like walking towards the stands, Aster's like, oh my god, I really didn't think we were gonna fucking make that. I thought we were gonna die.
Yeah, I definitely thought that too, but you know what? Just gotta keep on going.
Oh, don't know why
you
I'm
too.
glowing.
Okay,
A very flashy performance.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Aster, you give really honest opinions. Do you think I could have picked up that bugbear after he already had picked up the horse and carriage? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about jumping on stage and trying that, but I thought it'd be impolite.
Aster kind of like sucks his teeth for a minute, and he's like, maybe if you were real angry, I think you might have been able to do it. Like the angriest you've ever been in your life. I mean, Burley's pretty big. He's pretty burly. That's why he's got the name.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just...
No, and not to discredit your strength. I'm sure you could like crack my spine in half over your knee. But,
easy, yes.
Yeah. But him with the cart and everything. Maybe you'd get a good heft. I think. Not saying your heft. Oh.
No,
Yeah, I think it's good enough. Thank you very much, Aster.
Is Karen like super buff but like very slender and you can't really tell? No, she's got like that adrenaline rush strength.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
She's very like she's a high elf, so she's very like narrow. I would use
Yeah.
a word to describe her.
I put a picture of Burley in the Discord
He's
there.
so cute. I love him with his little overalls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I imagine that the cart is probably a lot lighter than a real one, though.
Oh, well, we don't know.
made of like balsa wood and like
Oh.
like cloth props.
I like
on
how he
it.
likes books.
Right? Nerd. Alright,
Well,
So as you're talking, Mr. Light kind of looks like, oh, this is almost a disaster. He just yells out, "Bring out the racing ferrets!" And from the backstage, you see a bunch of fairies riding ferrets just start racing on chariots around the stage as this dwarf is singing opera.
As an employee, do I know that this is a panic move?
They probably weren't like Falisha is like just a beautiful singer, and it always like is like something that like people look forward to. So the fact that she's not there, it's like one of the biggest acts is missing. From the extravaganza.
Oh, Aster, they got out the racing ferrets again.
Like,
Does that mean we're like next or something? That's what the audience participation next?
he might have to cut to it early, probably.
Oh gosh, okay. So let's figure out what we're all gonna do. I'm going to try and be a mentalist and command you to do something.
Mhm.
Karen, what were you gonna do?
I'm going to see if I can. I guess so. Joey, like realistically, Karen trying to lift a bugbear with horse and carriage already attached. Do you think that's physically possible with my character, judging by my sheet? So
I mean, no.
yeah, okay. So
You could arm wrestle him.
Like, what's your strength?
my strength is +4.
So that's
So
not
eight-
bad. So think about bugbears
Yeah.
and several other races. Is that they have I forget the name, but it's like the brute strength, like
That-
racial.
They're a
They-
large creature.
They can have an enhanced carry capacity.
Oh,
They
yeah,
essentially
I remember
start
that now.
out as Karens and then become even stronger.
Yeah. So it basically means they have like a large creature's strength.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah. So as strong as Karen may be, she's still just considered a medium creature, and you definitely try it, but
That might be more of a cheer-based thing. Because how well that worked out last time.
Mhm.
Just trying to get the crowd on their feet while everyone's doing their thing.
So with
Okay.
this ferret race in my mind, I'm kind of imagining like people are like, "Oh, how cute!" Watching the fairies in the little carts, but like if you zoom in, it gets like super Ben-Hurish and like it's really dramatic and violent, and they're like whipping each other and crashing into each other. And but when you zoom out, it's like these cute little fairies just like riding around in carts.
Like, oh my god, I'm picturing that so well. Oh, it's amazing. One of them's got like the metal spikes on the wheels. So
They like flipped out at some point in the race, and like, oh, I don't remember those being there.
this you have to draw this. This is the thing. This is today's episode that has to be drawn. Ferret her. All right, so Gray, what can you do then?
Nothing on a stage.
Anything that's just that. If you were to, go out and like put a hat out and try and collect coins in the middle of the street, there's got to be like something you can do. Look at you.
Profiling.
I mean, look at him. Her, them.
Witty banter.
Oh, you do
Good
stand-up
at-
comedy?
No.
Oh.
I can dance. Oh,
Wait.
Oh!
Me and you, Gray, we might have something.
Do a routine! A whole cheerleading routine.
not that kind of dancing.
That's easy.
We could do a hybrid fusion thing.
It's like mixing ballet and
Hip hop, like
Yeah.
Save the Last Dance.
Yeah.
oh my god! Throwback.
What do you think, Gray? Do you think this is possible, or do you think it's just too much?
I think we're kind of doomed.
Okay, yes, that is a possibility, but we could try for something.
At this point, you look on the stage, and there's an elven ballerina kind of dancing in the middle, and with like cabinets of clothes surrounding her, and one by one, the clothes kind of come to life, like dresses and tuxedos and tutus, and they start dancing along with her, and they put on this ballet. It's very
Well-
memorizing.
Don't know how to compete with that. That was very... That was my dance idea, just to get completely under the bus.
Yeah, can't do that.
Well,
Gray, do you know any spells?
That's a random thing I rolled. I wasn't trying to...
I was just...
Gray, do you know any spells?
I suppose, though I admit I ended up helping them out and using most of them.
that's why I'm.
Yeah, I kind of helped with a bit of the sparkles.
Yeah, no, I think it was necessary.
Is Aster still glowing?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it only lasts a minute.
Oh.
Okay, I was gonna be like, oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, well, why don't...
I can do small illusions. I
Hey,
guess.
that's something! That could work. Could do, like... Or, wait,
Plus sign.
hold on. Gray, are you good at, like, making yourself look like other things? Or other people?
This causes a sudden flinch. Well, I do have that makeup.
What if you, like...
Oh,
you know,
right. We got.
you know those
we got-
things where people,
Right.
like... You know, they'll, like, change their clothes really fast? And it makes it look like, you know, magic or whatever.
Oh, quick change, yes!
Yeah! What if you did something like that, but you're, like, changing your face? Like, you know, rapid fire? Or as quick as you can, I suppose. And then
I will
to
say
have,
this.
like... Oh, sorry.
This question seems to unnerve them, but yes, I think so.
I'll jump in with the sudden memory. It's like, oh wait, I'll take out the props. I forgot we had these, even though I was holding them the whole time. What were the props that we ended up getting?
I have a trench coat with like 100 handkerchiefs attached to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god, right.
Yeah, and I traded you the makeup for disguise self, and you ended up getting the stuff that can fly,
You also...
Right.
I think
or
you have...
featherfall or something.
Mark, you have, like, carnival jewelry. Like,
Right, that's what it
plastic
was.
jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the flying thing earlier.
Yeah, so I remember you do have shared notes. I don't think you did any for session 2.
Right.
But you know, if you guys weren't, like, because I probably wouldn't remember, but like, but you can always
Yeah, no, it
put,
was-
you can always put stuff in the shared notes.
Right. I'm gonna put the jewelry on to kind of make myself look like a mentalist or fortune teller type thing, just like mysterious from the lands beyond time. Or something.
So, okay, here's my idea. Right. We'll do 2 separate, like... I keep wanting to say Aster, that's my name! Kal'zi and I will do the, like, you know, hypnosis, whatever thing. Karen and Gray and Pim, I mean, you can help us or you can help them, don't matter, it's up to you. If Gray's doing their thing of, like, quick changing, and then Karen's, like, helping them out with, like, doing a backflip over his body or something, and then whoof, he change it, like, they change, oh, wouldn't that be something, oh, you know?
I see, yes, I see. This is good. Distraction.
Heard like an echo there, that was... Yeah, so it's like, they'll be focused on, like, they'll see Gray, and then you two can do, like, a acrobatic dance move, whatever it is that you do, and then, oh, Gray's changed, and now they look like a completely different person. I feel like I'm hyping this up way more than I should be.
This
I
point, the
imagine
actors...
like the people around us are being like, "Oh, I can't wait to see."
Yeah, sounds great. At this point, you look on the stage and you see Candlefoot kind of doing a mime act, as one does, and occasionally he'll kind of reach out to one of the people in the front rows and kind of invite them up and like do a little act with them, do some shenanigans, and everyone seems to be having a good time. But you know, if Candlefoot is up, then it's kind of nearing the end.
Mhm.
I hope there's like an amazing Jonathan act, where it's like a magician comedian. Nobody familiar with him, really.
No.
No, I know him.
Okay, I figured Bun would know because Bun knows everything.
So Candlefoot gives a very silent bow. Mr. Light comes out clapping. It's like, Candlefoot, you're always the life of the party. You're always the life of the party. The party. Accent's changing. But he goes, but I'm afraid the time has come. The big top extravaganza is coming to an end. But do not feel sad, for the Witchlight Carnival will delight you until dawn. And before the dawn comes, we shall crown our Witchlight Monarch, a special honor given to a very special guest, who has brought joy and laughter to our humble little circus. But, before you leave, I offer you, yes you, a chance to entertain. Do I have any volunteers? Any volunteers who want to stand on the stage and impress the crowd with an act of daring do? Magic to delight the inner child in all of us. Or perhaps a performance so moving, it brings the audience to tears. I'll let you decide.
Karen shoots up, like out of her seat. Sir? Sir?
It sounds like you were ready for that.
We are so ready for this.
Well, come up, my dear, come up.
Good luck.
There's a group of us? We have a group performance?
Even better.
Knock it out of the park. Ooh, and Aster's like hyping them up, like, yeah.
You go, guys. Good job. Good luck. Break a leg.
Yeah, so as you get closer, you get a better look at this.
Oh, I love him.
At this.
He is just fucking Kefka. I love him.
Yeah.
The first thing you notice, like, he is extremely tall. Like, he's well over 6 feet.
Kal'zi, get back here.
So Pim's up to
We're all
his
going up
knee.
this group. We're going up the group.
Not yet.
No, don't be shy. Everyone on the stage, give these nice young folks a hand. Give them the courage.
Two separate groups, so we have better chances.
Okay. It's no. I'm after them. I'm the follow-up act.
So, I believe it's Mr. Gray and I. Mix Gray. We will be doing an act, a feat that will dazzle with acrobatics and mystery.
I can hardly wait. What is your name, my dear?
My name is Karen Smighte, and I'm here to entertain everyone, and hopefully get that crown.
Oh, you're after the Witchlight Monarch crown, are you?
It's always best to announce your goals to the world so it can manifest.
I like that go-to attitude. Well, impress me and perhaps it shall be yours. And how about you, kind sir? He gestures to Gray.
Start this with a bang. Good enough. Alright, in advance, I ended up putting on the disguise stuff, and ends up taking off his hat while saying, I am... that's it. I am fabulous. And as he pulls off his hat, he looks exactly like Mr. Light.
Oh,
Nice.
So with like down to like his facial structure, or just kind of the same type of makeup?
Exact duplicate. Pulls down the hat so it completely covers the face, and when it's pulled away, it's Mr. Light wearing Gray's clothes.
He's just delighted. He's like taken aback. He does kind of like a step backwards, like he's about to fall over, but it's obviously he's just over exaggerating. But his face just lights up and claps, and he goes, "Oh, you matched my features perfectly, Mr. Delight. Well, I don't know if that was your performance or not, but I am certainly impressed." He starts clapping and waving his cane around. Surely that can't be your entire performance. So how about you dazzle the crowd for us? He steps back.
Karen's gonna take Gray, like with their permission, and just sort of step them so Karen's in between the spotlight and Gray. So I guess because it's on diagonal, it's like And I'll be like, "Okay, ready? I'm gonna start doing a lot of flips and things. Anytime I come in front of you, excellent time to change your face. Are you ready?"
We'll find out.
Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team! And then, so, Karen's gonna, like, signal to the person working the light to be like, "Hit it!" And, then she's gonna take, like, the gymnast pose of, like, the hands to the side and the arms go up in anticipation. And then she just, as soon as she, like, gets away from Gray, it's gonna be kind of, like, circling around Gray. And then every now and again, as soon as she gets right in front of Gray, there'll be like a jump tumble over their head to behind them again.
Yeah.
And then maybe back, and then back and go over, and then continue around in the circle. And so hopefully...
Are you doing that like hands on hips, like really over exaggerating, like strut thing?
Oh yeah, like absolutely like owning the room of like, think, like boss... girl boss, like very much, or like I wouldn't say to the camp level of like a drag queen, because that's like just more.
I was thinking like the part of the that one. Sorry, brain fart. What the dance with the castanets kind of thing, and the tango, a kind of part where they're. One of them's spinning, dancing around the other.
Yeah, and doing things like that. Yes, that.
Yeah. So the give me your
Is that a?
So like, well, both of you are going to give me a performance check, but it's like, is this your part in like the trick? Is this like pumping up the crowd and?
Yeah, and I guess being like the distraction to hopefully amplify the face changes and giving that opportunity.
Yeah. So give me a performance check, Karen.
Nice.
It's definitely working.
Okay. It's working.
It's working.
It's working.
Is this a good time to use the... Oh, I already found out that the roll is working, because the inspiration.
Well, it's up to you, but you can tell, like,
It's good enough.
Yeah, people are getting pumped up.
I was gonna say you could also start flailing around the those flags or whatever you have.
Oh, leaving like like the rhythm rhythm gymnastic.
Yeah.
So it's like that, where like as it flips and stuff, it's like all the ribbons kind of like making almost like geometric shapes of like a sphere around Gray.
Mm-hmm. And Gray, when you're about to do your switcheroo, give me a performance check too, because there's no doubt that you could do it, but we need to see how well you would make it. Alright, so that's pretty impressive too. Like what happens in your trick?
He ends up, or they end up joining the dance. When instructed, and it joins the choreography, and every time their face ends up facing away from the crowd, when it turns back, he has turned into a different member of the carnival. Turns into into the bugbear, and with the pumpkin on his head, and or it just the hat turns into a pumpkin kind of thing and covers up, and just starts doing all the faces that he's seen around the carnival of the performers, including Aster.
Good. Good. As soon as Aster sees Gray turn themselves into him, Aster's like, "Oh, that's me!" He's very excited about it.
Yes, you put on a very entertaining performance, and when it's all over, you take your bow. And Mr. Light is just delighted, and just like, "Oh, that was fantastic, fantastic! Round of applause, round of applause! I liked it when he turned into me best."
Well, I wanted to start with the best.
And he gestures to the rest of you. It's like, "Did your friends want to perform too? I don't know how they could follow that, but they're more than welcome to try."
Whenever he says that, Aster leans over to Kal'zi like, "Fuck, maybe we should have went first, eh?"
I know, right? Do you think we should? Do you still want?
Yeah. No, it's mysterious.
Yes, we'll do it.
Oh.
I will shout out.
Well, I was definitely
My
impressed.
eyes are completely closed when I shout that out.
Well, I was impressed before, but let's see if you can impress me more.
Aster winks at Mr. Light.
As like the two Witchlight hands come up, says, "Oh, we have some of our own performing. Well, I suppose it's not against the rules, but let's see if this guest can impress us."
They are only an assistant. I've got this very sort of like I've hit the zone of I have to be able to do this, and I'm kind of just like being able to protect myself and kind of overcoming my fear at the moment. I will say that while we were preparing, I put on the costume jewelry and I've taken out the blanket that I have and wrapped it around my head like a big old like turban. And so it kind of looked like Johnny Carson whenever he'd do those mentalist acts, the bits where he'd
amazing Karnak.
Yeah. At the same time as I'm doing that, I'm kind of like, oh god, this is so racist. I shouldn't do this, but I put it on anyway because it's over the top costume. Ladies and gentlemen, and bees.
I was gonna say real quick, sorry Mark to interject.
Oh, go ahead,
As they were walking up to the stage, or like probably while they were watching the performance, Aster would have at one point been like, make sure to like wiggle your fingers a lot and make it really like, woo, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wiggle fingers. Okay. Yes, exactly that one, from the Discord. And I do have a blanket and all that, so I'm only going to be using items that I have.
Yeah.
I was like, I am the great Kal'zi. I am a mentalist extraordinaire. I have the power to make people do what they never want to do.
That's why the music has stopped, so it's all dramatic.
Oh God, it stopped. Did I do something wrong? Okay, I'm going. I take out
Even more lights shine on you.
Oh god, I can't see. I take out some of my incense that I have and sort of like, what I require is complete silence as I concentrate to mentally connect with one of these two. Probably you, the taller one. As I point to Aster.
I'm so scared.
Oh, tell me something. We have never met before today, is that correct?
That is absolutely 100% correct.
Exactly correct. I point to the audience, like I am literally like cutting you off in character. Like I'm not doing that as a person.
No, I know.
Like I'm jumping the gun.
Well, how about you give me a performance check first, and then have that dictate like how well this goes.
This is fair. No, that's persuasion. That's +4. Ooh.
17.
Hey!
Yes, this is going to go pretty good, so let's see how it goes.
So,
I want you to actually cast it on me, though. See if it actually...
Oh, yeah, no, I totally am, but I got to do the setup and be like, all right.
Setup.
And your name is Aster, as we talked, correct?
Aye.
Aster, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see me, but I'm also doing, like, hand motions, like Jess was.
Aster does a bow.
Yes.
People kind of half-heartedly clap. It's like, well, where's this going? Like, what's...
Don't worry. I know what you're thinking. Aster, what is something that you would never in a million years want to do on the stage? Keep it.
Oh fuck! God damn it, Mark.
I'm so sorry, Aster, but it's the only thing I think of. And I say, keep it family friendly. You also don't have to be completely. You can lie.
I sure wouldn't want to make a fool of myself and stumble around the place.
Ah, yes.
Because, I'm a performer by trade, and messing that up would be devastating.
That's something you'd never want to do ever.
And you said keep it family friendly, so...
Of course, I'm family friendly. We have an obligation for the crowd here. Look at all the kids.
Yeah.
But now, if you can step into the spotlight with me, and I will say, stand like, yeah, there you go. It's like, I can't, I guess I can.
This is happening in the game too. It's like trying to get...
Stumbling around with it.
Yeah.
I will now say to Aster, you shall stumble, and I shall cast command.
What do I have to roll? What kind of save is it?
You can actually, if you're a willing target, you don't actually have to roll anything.
Wrong thing. Let me cast the right thing. But yes, willing target, but it is a DC 13 Wisdom.
I'll roll it anyway, just to
see if it works.
It does not, but it's Aster, so he's gonna do it anyway.
As I said, stumble.
And Aster he goes to take a step and comically trips and does a little roll, and he's sitting there with his little hooves spread out on the floor and does the cartoonish dizzy, it'll get back up, or he'll reach his hand out to Pim.
Pim definitely goes over and helps him
and
out.
Then whenever he gets up, he'll let go and fall forward and roll again.
We're getting the sirens of approval.
Sorry.
Yeah, as it's happening, the music starts again. It's all whimsical, and all the little kids are just laughing hysterically at this at these pratfalls. But
turns around
and I command you to stop. And I don't.
We'll stop. Right in front of a pole.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's have a round of applause for assistants.
Yeah.
Handsome assistants. Graceful assistants.
Crazy. I didn't even know. What did I just do? Oh.
Oh, yes. It's like you
That's
look back
me.
at Mr. Light.
Kal'zi, the Mind Taker. I totally meant to do that at the beginning. I thought about it last week, and I completely forgot. I'm so mad.
It's like you look back at Mr. Light, and he's definitely amused. He's clapping, but he knows deep down it's Aster was just putting on the act. But he says, but it was entertaining, so he's clapping. It's let's hear it for the amazing Kal'zi and Aster and Pimner once again, putting on a wonderful show.
It was all him.
I sort of lead to the two of them to take a bow before me, sort of hey, take appreciate of them too.
Yeah, we bow, and then I bow towards Kal'zi.
Yes.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, ends our big top extravaganza. Join us at dawn for the crowning of the Witchlight monarch, and enjoy your stay at the Witchlight Carnival. I am Mr. Light, your ringmaster. And he hops back on his silver ring. And goodbye. It starts to raise up. And the lights turn on.
And as soon as we sit down, I turn to Aster and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought it was me. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I made you do that."
Whoa! Aster's gonna put his hands on his shoulders. Hey! It's all right. Listen, breathe. Take a deep breath in with me. Right? You did fine. It worked.
Yeah.
No, genuinely, I didn't know what I was doing. That was crazy.
insight check. just
Damn it.
It's okay. I rolled a 9.
I'm trying to deceive him, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just doing this instinctively. I'm not trying to like do this. Just instinctively try. It's like a passive insight. Yeah. Actually, like, oh god, I was like, usually that only lasts like 6 seconds, and you did it for like a full minute. Oh man, I can't believe I did. I got to be careful with that. Oh man.
No, it's good though. That was really something. Wasn't that Pim? Oh my god.
So Pim is like behind, so Aster's rubbing Kal'zi's shoulders, and then Pim's behind Aster rubbing his shoulders. Good job there. Hope you don't have too many bruises. No.
Yeah, it was something.
You two though, holy shit!
Oh
What
man.
the fuck was that? That was incredible!
You even got Aster's,
Aster, there's
like, little...
still children around.
Oops.
Yeah. You even got Aster's like little horn dents, like perfect.
Kind of frightening.
I was imagining during when Gray and Karen were up there, like the organ players doing their best to like do like cheerleading, like
That's just Backstreet Boys.
yeah,
Random 90s, like, woo!
yeah.
Chumbawamba starts playing.
Yeah. I will say Gray did an excellent job. I think the uniqueness of the combination of the two very random, unalike things might have helped.
And we were the only ones, too. So we're shoo-in.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, honestly. It's crazy. Usually there's a lot more people that try their hand at it, but, yeah, it was...
Well, it depends on the night. I think you two groups started off so strong that everyone else just felt like maybe it wasn't worth it to try.
It certainly wasn't worth it to go up against us. Certainly was not.
We almost, honestly, Aster and I and Pimner almost just decided to not do it, but I figured since you guys did it, and especially Gray went up, and I had to do the same, I couldn't leave you hanging. It's all for one and one for everyone, I think?
Close.
I read that in a book somewhere.
So, as you exit the big top, you notice that the mood has changed exponentially around. Like, the fireflies are just brighter. Like, flowers are just blooming by the second everywhere. And the mood of the carnival has just reached its apex. Like, there's, like, you look above and there's almost like the northern lights above you. It's like, and everyone's just laughing and having a good time. Like, they just really enjoyed that show. And, like, they're giving you, congratulations as they pass you in their way out. It's like, oh, I've never seen such a performance. It's like, weren't you the cheer captain at Moonberry High School?
Yeah, Moonberry High.
Yeah. Go cockatrices.
That was us. Cockatrace.
Yeah.
All up in your face. That was us.
Yeah.
Mark, why did you have to put the Luna Park entrance thing
Because
on my...
I have been there twice.
Oh, God.
Cockatrice in your
terrifying.
face.
I imagine that's the entrance to the carnival, and based on the mood, it changes smile.
Ew. That's so scary.
And if people are afraid to go in, it says, "Come in, little one, into my..."
My mouth.
I just noticed there's a little unicorn on the happiness meter of the Witchlight.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one showing the time.
Yep.
That's a neat map.
Yep, so about an hour has passed. In the carnival.
We got it up to full. Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing a group check. You each one of you passed, so.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
So as
Sorry.
you're kind of talking about the show, you hear a stomp, stomp, stomp right behind you.
Pim
And
stops.
as you turn around, you see Burly the Bugbear approach you.
Hi, Burley.
How's it going?
Good job today.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
impressive.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Aster. Thanks, Pimner. I had a really good time. I didn't know I could lift it, but
Hey.
I just thought deep down that, he would have wanted me to lift it, so I lifted best I could.
You did such a wonderful job.
You lifted it so good.
So good. Muscles rippling.
I tried to keep in shape.
Oh, Aster's gonna like squeeze his
Yeah.
bicep like, oh!
He said,
Can I ask as a bystander, what is Karen doing?
Well, sort of like the thump, but it would have been like, beg your pardon, like very unpolite to shake the earth beneath our feet.
Sorry if I scared you when I sneaked up. I know we're supposed to be sneaky, but I'm just so large, you see.
You did do an excellent job picking up both horse and carriage in an undescribable way. That was unsure of how we could physically do it with one hand.
I heard my cousin Brutrick actually. It was even bigger. So I'm trying to be as good as him.
Your arms standing next to you, each arm is like quite long. It's just I've never been this close to a bugbear before, I suppose. Hope. Yeah.
It's a good 10 feet each way.
Jesus.
Quite the long reach. It's kind of a game breaker, if you ask me.
If he spins him real quick, he can just fly away.
Yeah. I believe I tried. Anyway, I just, you really impressed the boss today, and Mr. Light and Mr. Witch wants to meet all of you.
Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I never expected such a thing to happen. Sorry, Burley, you're just doing your job, I know.
So, if you just, politely follow me.
Oh, alright. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, yes. Lead the way.
Hey, Burley, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah, yes.
Have you seen a keg?
Before you do that, he says, by the way, thank you for lending me that book on owlbear species. It was a very interesting read. Like, raising and taming owlbears. It was, I never read something so engaging in my entire life. It was amazing.
Yeah, no. Anytime you need material, you just let me know.
I was wondering if you had any, maybe some fictional tales for me to read, like.
Probably.
Okay.
In my home trailer, wherever the fuck it is we sleep.
I like to keep my brain strong as well as my muscles.
Just as strong as your biceps.
Yeah, pretty big. Yeah.
I fucking love this guy so goddamn much. Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so you kind of.
I'm going to just before we continue, I'm going to go up to the bugbear and say, great show. I just wanted to. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back to them, but we borrowed some items from the staff area. If you could return it for us when you leave, that would be very helpful. I would appreciate it.
I didn't know. Usually.
What's that, Joe? You broke up.
Usually the guests aren't allowed to have these, but.
I know. We made a deal.
No harm done. I'll return them to the stage backstage.
Thank you. I'll give them all my costume jewelry.
I can easily carry them.
Because of my massive strength, you see.
Well, no, they're just clothes. So.
Oh, they're props too. So.
I was gonna ask you, Burley, have you seen a kenku anywhere? That sounds an awful lot like Candlefoot.
Oh, you heard about the kenku?
You haven't seen him
though. The bosses have been trying to find him, but you think a kenku would stand out, but it's been causing, from what I hear, he's been causing mischief.
Oh, it's awful. Palisha thinks that Candlefoot's mad at her now, and Candlefoot was about to tell her that he loved her, but then he lost his voice because of this stupid bird, and now Palisha's all upset, and Candlefoot's all upset, and honestly, it's just so much drama, and I'm not here for it, honestly.
It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing, though. The day we opened here, at the in this realm, we this Kenku, his name is Kettlesteam, actually impressed the owners so much that they wanted to meet her, and she was not in there but a few moments, and they basically kicked her out of their carriage, very distraught. And ever since then, she's been causing mischief.
Well, I'll be sure to ask them about that. Thank you for that little
Uh,
tidbit.
But it looks like we're here. And if you remember, there was like a wall of thorns surrounding like the staff area. And Burley kind of walks up, waves his hand in front of it, and an opening sort of appears. And he leads you into the staff area.
Oh, this is a nice place.
Yeah, like as soon as you enter too, it's like the noise of the carnival just kind of fades away. So it's much more peaceful here. You see a few Witchlight hands just kind of resting, taking a break. Hold on, let me see if there's a thing I need to read here.
Big fire in the middle. Big fire.
Huge fire.
Possibly a little too close to the water bowl.
Yeah, it's like it's very similar to the one that Falsha was in by the lakeside. It's like, you know, this is like where she sleeps at night. And
Yeah.
like when she's traveling. I didn't put your tokens in here. Not that you really needed them.
Yeah.
But Burley kind of leads you to the camp. Actually, he's over here. Kind of leads you this direction, and there's like this portly clown smoking a bubble pipe in his mouth. He has a bubble pipe in his mouth, and these little bubbles appear as he uses it, and he goes, "Hi there, Thaco. We're here. The boss wanted to see this lot here, so I'm going to bring them up." And Thaco the clown kind of looks you over. You going, "Why do they want to see them?" Well, they put on a good show, made everyone happy. You know, they like to see people happy. You know, you maybe be happy every once in a while. Might improve your lifestyle a little bit. And Thaco goes, "Yeah, I've been happy enough for one lifetime."
Jesus Christ.
And he sits back down, continues to smoke his bubble pipe.
Doctor, I am Pagliacci.
Yeah. I am Thaco the clown.
God damn it, Mark.
People used to love Thaco, but it was too confusing, so they got rid of him.
Thaco seems to work downward than up.
They said they wanted tacos. I thought they wanted tacos. Nope, tacos.
Alright, so
Sorry, I'm blank. I need a minute.
give me inspiration for that joke, Mark.
Yay!
Give you for inspiration.
Thank you.
The bugbear leads you to a circle of wagons. Leaning against a particularly ostentatious wagon is an Asian old clown with a painted grin. He puffs on a bubble pipe and glares at you as the bugbear, ignoring the clown, opens the wagon door and ushers you inside. Well, I guess I overheard that. That isn't the truth. But as he opens up the wagon, a flamboyant elf grins from ear to ear as he welcomes you into the wagon with a theatrical bow. "Please come in. It's a delight to meet you all once again. As you know, I am Mr. Light, and this is my associate, Mr. Witch." He gestures to a stocky elf lounging on a bunk. Mr. Witch nods to you and doffs his top hat.
Oh. Oh. Hello. Thank you for meeting with us. I'm Kal'zi. Kal'zi the Great was just my stage name. It's just Kal'zi. And I will let my compatriots introduce themselves, as there is no leader here.
God, I am having a problem today. Most fortuitous greetings, and gives basically a curtsy, essentially.
Yeah. Mr. Witch nods, tips his top hat, and he goes, Charmed. My name's Mr. Witch. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Kal'zi Grey. And you are, and he gestures to Karen.
I am Karen Smighte. Pleasure to meet you. And like goes out for like a business handshake.
Takes out his hand and gives you a nice sturdy shake. Your hand a nice sturdy shake, not you.
Yeah.
And as he retracts his hand, he takes a little handkerchief, kind of, wipes it down. Takes a look at a watch, a pocket watch he has attached to a chain. Just checks it real quick before returning your attention. Oh, I'm charmed, Miss Smighte. And so we have two of our own here. I seem to have
Bosses.
forgotten your names. It's been quite a while.
It's just me, Pimner.
Pimner.
Aster.
Pimner and Aster. Mr. Light goes, Mr. Witch, how could you have forgotten them, given our history with them? He goes, oh, yes. Young Aster here was left here as a child. Quite an interesting story. Pimner, too, came here as a child, a little older. We took you in, didn't we?
Yes.
But I don't mean to put you on the spot. How rude of me. Mr. Light here tells me that your performance at the Big Top Extravaganza was just phenomenal. I could hear the cheers from here despite the enchantment.
Oh, that's true. I haven't really heard much since coming into this area.
It was crazy. Would have been really great if you had been there to see it, Mr. Witch.
Oh, occasionally I do partake in the extravaganza, but I am mostly needed here, keeping things organized with the carnival. I understand.
No, of course I understand. It's just, be nice to see your face down there once in a while.
Now, Mr. Light here is more of the face of the carnival. He goes, oh, Mr. Witch, you're just as important as I am here.
Your name is in the, name of the carnival.
Yes.
First, actually.
I'm not. Fortunately, I'm not here to talk business. I just wish to offer my personal thanks for spreading joy and delight amongst the carnival. He gestures to Karen Gray and Kal'zi. Yes, it was quite spectacular.
Well, I'm glad that we could help and spread all the joy, as your carnival has been doing that for years.
Mr. Light, kind of takes a hold of his cane with the vein on top, saying, this is the Witchlight vein. See, it can track the happiness or sadness of the guests at the carnival, and he puts it in the air, and it's just whizzing super fast, and it is off the charts tonight.
They did do a splendid job, didn't they?
It was really good.
It's amazing. Haven't been that entertaining. It's like, Mr. Witch, this young man here did the most extraordinary makeup job you've ever seen. He imitated my face exactly, and the face of Falisha in Burley, and And Candlefoot.
And meat.
Oh, it's young Aster here. Oh, it was amazing. Can you show Mr. Witch again, Mr. Gray? I very much would like to see this.
I suppose. And, somewhat reluctantly ends up, doing the effect again where pulls down his hat, and, this time it's Mr. Witch's face, is now on his.
He has a pretty big face. He lets out like a hearty laugh. It's like, oh, that is splendid. I guess I could suppose to lose after seeing myself like that. I could maybe suppose to lose a few pounds. I suppose.
Oh, it's you are a very jolly man.
Truly, I like that. Like it very much. Takes another look at his watch. And he kind of nods and goes, "Yes, okay."
So, just a quick question. What's this I hear about a Kenku causing trouble back here?
Oh, you don't have to bother our guests with that.
Oh, no, I think I do, actually, because, they're special,
Certainly isn't right for someone not to be able to explain their love because their voice is stolen. It just isn't right.
You mean stolen voice? What
Eh,
love?
Well, from what Burley was saying, some Kenku named Kettle something or other.
Oh, kettle steam.
Kettle Steam, that's the one. Yeah, she had come back here, talked to you lot, and then left in a huff, and now she's causing mayhem around. She stole Candlefoot's voice. Poor bastard. Couldn't even profess his love to Palisha. That's why she wasn't at the show, by the way, because she thinks that he's mad at her, and now she's all upset.
Mr. Light is kind of just like trying to make a mental note of this, a mental map of this in his head. So the Kenku stole a voice, so they're in love, and it's very confusing. But
it's causing mayhem.
That is a concern. I told you we should have taken more action to prevent her from coming back to the carnival, but she ends up sneaking in regardless. But don't concern yourself with that. It's not... Oh dear, it's not our jobs to make our guests stressed and worried. Well, you're here to have fun.
Well, I found the drama quite fascinating.
I mean, if nothing else, I agree. If I may, since we are all sort of blessed to be in your presence, which is a rare treat, I had a bit of a question about the sort of fey nature of the carnival. You wouldn't have to know.
Little out of the ordinary. Most people are just. Most people are too curious about the nature of the carnival.
Well, it's not to get into too much, but we're all very interested in the Fae itself. I mean, that's part of the appeal of the carnival, isn't it? It's a Fae carnival.
Gray interrupts because it's taking too long to get to the point. We want to go to Prismere.
Yes, what?
Glad you said it. I was just about to.
And one thing they would have said about Kettle Steam. Sorry, I was just reading.
Go ahead.
A little bit. They would have said that a disgruntled guest and troublemaker whose Fey patron, Zilblina, dwells in the Feywild domain of Prismere. And she's like a disgruntled guest, like you said. Like she would have said, like they would have mentioned.
Zelbrina?
So Witchlight would say she's a disgruntled guest and troublemaker whose Fey patron, Zilblina, dwells in the Feywild domain of Prismere. And maybe that can kind of lead into your conversation about Prismere.
That works, yes. Speaking of Prismere, and then I'd go into my long tirade.
So like, I'm sorry, did you ask, like, what you were asking about Prismere?
We want to go there.
They kind of look at you in silence.
this is unrelated to the carnival, and we will have no sort of legal response to anything that might happen to you if you are worried about that.
Mr. Light kind of looks at Witch, kind of gives him a glance, like, what should we do? Mr. Witch takes one more look at his watch, puts it in his pocket, kind of clears his throat. Well, it is no secret that this carnival has connections to the realm of delight of Prismere. In fact, Zoblina is the patron of the carnival. But I'm afraid, whatever connection there is, it is our duty to keep it safe and to make sure our guests don't interfere.
Well, if it's your business, then it would also be our business. And Aster kind of like motions between himself and Pimner. And as employees of the Witchlight Carnival, I think it would be a smart business decision to send 2 of your most trusted and hard-working workers to go and check things out and make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that they're safe and also having fun.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's not Kal'zi's not along.
And these 3 can come because...
Are you 3 adventurers looking for glory? Is that why you want to enter the Feywild?
No.
Well, I wasn't initially looking for something else, but I wouldn't turn it down.
I agree. It is a exciting opportunity. But
What business
myself
do you? He says, like, what business do you have with Prismere? Going to Prismere?
Personal.
There's something I need to get.
There's something I must get.
There's someone I must find.
Oh.
If you have lost something, then you have my deepest condolences. But we cannot allow you into Prismere.
Mr. Witch, if you don't mind my saying, it'd be a lot easier if you just let us all go, because otherwise I'm sure these 3 will still try to find a way to get there. Better
Oh, most
it be
definitely.
Safe.
Oh, yes.
Better it be safe and under, a close eye than having another kettle steam, whatever, on your hands.
I will, upon him saying that, I will take out my Witchlight Carnival ticket and be like, would 1 punch be enough?
That does warrant a smirk from him.
I like that. Yeah, that was
And
good.
he says, like, I'm afraid no amount of ticket punches can change my mind. And the spinning vein on on Light's vein top, like, is spinning just a little bit slower now. You can tell, like, his mood is like has soured because of this conversation. And he goes, well, Mr. Witch, I do believe it is time for us to start preparing for the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, don't you think? He goes, that's not for another several hours. We have time to... But he says, Mr. Witch, I think it's time for them to leave.
The Kenku asked the same question, didn't he? Or her.
He just kind of gives you a look, doesn't say anything. Like...
Can I
it's
insight
like,
check that?
Yeah, sure, give me insight.
15. That's pretty good insight.
So yeah, it's kind of like, how did you know about that? He goes, but just with a look, He goes, it was a pleasure to meet you, and your performance at the Extravaganza was mesmerizing, but I'm afraid me and Mr. Witch have duties to attend to. And he, like, gives a look to Mr. Witch. He goes, oh yes, I suppose so. It's a pleasure to meet you and enjoy your time at the Witchlight Carnival. And he
Yes,
gestures to Thaco.
I think another funnel
outside.
cake is in order.
Yeah, he gestures to Thaco. Mr. Thaco, give our guest a treat. A balloon. Give them a balloon animal. Any creature you want. Thaco will make it for you. He goes, what do you want?
Can you do a unicorn?
Can I do a unicorn?
Oh, yes, that's what I asked.
He takes out a balloon, blows it up, and twists it around and makes a balloon unicorn. He attaches a string to it, and it magically starts to rise in the air and hands it to you. Enjoy a unicorn.
Funny, I would have expected his voice to be higher after that, and I'll take it. Thank you.
Right, while that is happening, may I end up...
Yeah, like he's breathed into it. It wasn't like healing or anything.
Yeah.
Can I address Mr. Light as he's doing that? May I have just one little word with you in private, or just to whisper something?
Give me a. I don't have the stat different things in front of me. Hold on.
You come up with the difficulty generally when that is, so you're basically improvising the how.
No, like I mean,
how
like
hard
what,
it would be.
I mean, like what he would roll.
Oh, he would probably be doing a persuasion to do that.
Yeah, give me. I have a bad time
rolling.
remembering those. Give me a persuasion.
Oh, yeah.
With advantage because he's a little like preoccupied.
Ooh.
Nice. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
That's
For a total of.
he's just he's kind of like watching them make the balloons. It's like, hey, what was that? Something to say?
Gray ends up leaning in to whisper to Mr. Light so nobody else can hear.
Do you want to tell me privately, or do you want like the players to hear?
I can say it'll give ominousness to the thing.
Okay.
That and so the people listening can hear. Your patron is missing.
He just continues to look at Thaco. It's like, it's amazing what he can do with those balloons, I think.
Yes, quite. Well, I'm sure that things will turn around. I'm sure. And joins the rest of the group.
Yeah, like you don't think the unicorn told you that, so yeah, he was like you don't know if he like
Ignored it.
He definitely
hear
heard
it,
it, yeah, but he was
He,
like
he has a poker face.
poker face, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Karen will kind of balloon animal you want.
Purple worm.
I think as maybe like a dragon.
That's a little more challenging, but go take 2 balloons for that one. Blows up 2 balloons, twists them together, makes a green dragon for you. There you go.
Oh, splendid! You're quite good at this.
Yeah, I was used to be one of the stars of the Extravaganza until the incident.
The incident.
Turns to Greg. What do you want, little? Like, what do you want?
We don't talk.
Tommy gun. No, I just remember the scene from The Mask. Ferret.
It's like a very long dog.
A ferret in a chariot?
I used 3 balloons for that one. It makes you a ferret with a little fairy riding on top. Enjoy your stay or whatever. I need to get back to my pipe. Mr.
You're not actually in like breathing in the soap. You know what? Never mind.
And Mr. Witch and Mr. Light close the carriage doors.
Oh, bye, boss. Well, that didn't get us nearly as far as I thought it was going to get us.
Well, at least we got some neat balloon animals out of it. I mean, look at this one. I'm gonna call it balloon.
As they're walking away from Thaco, Aster's gonna look at him and just be like, "Oh, go put on your costume and powder your face, Thaco."
Oh, he's wearing
Which
his
is
costumes.
It's a reference to the song that Pagliaccio.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I know the reference, but Doc Empog.
Here's a picture of Thaco.
Oh,
Follow
Now
the
you-
artist that drew that.
Now you just look like a bozo.
Did you say you know the artist who drew that?
I don't know them personally, but I like when I saw that picture, I'm like, wait, I've seen that picture. Like I have it saved in my stuff.
Yeah, cool.
I imagine it's they're kind of like the frog clown character from Little Nemo in Slumberland. Like he was always smoking a cigar and just kind of like not your typical clown guy, a little mischievous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
gotta get
1.5 people that have watched that.
you kind of
Yes.
get the impression that he's just kind of retired, and they just let him guard the carriage that no one goes to.
Gotta give him some to do.
Yeah.
His
It makes him happier than what he would be, trust me.
So as you walk out, you see Burley kind of leaning against one of the carriages, and he sees that you're all done talking, and he kind of like looks around and kind of gestures you to get closer as he kind of moves to the back, to the back of one of these carriages. Over here, this way. Come on.
Pretty sure this is stranger. Oh, everybody else is going. Okay, I'll follow too.
Please, just over here.
stranger danger.
No, you always trust Burley. That's the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the fucking ent you can't trust for shit in this place. What was his name? Northwind?
Northwind, yeah.
Oh yeah, tells your secrets.
So Burley removes his jack-o'-lantern helmet, revealing a worried expression. He says, "Oh, bad things have been happening here at the carnival for a while now. People and things have been going missing. Their bosses know more than they're telling, but their hands are tied somehow. You're the first people I've met who might be able to set things right. Witch and Light are good guys, but you'll need leverage to make them spill the beans."
I just don't know.
Burley, do you have leverage?
All I do is protect the grounds here. Me and my brother, remember Hurley?
Oh, Harley.
You went missing a few months ago.
Yeah.
They would barely do anything about it.
How many people have gone missing in this place?
More than we care to admit.
It's like more than they're letting on. Oh no, they're good people, but
They seem nervous to answer anything about it.
that's something to do with Prismia and Zoblina, and I just don't know, but they're not going to talk unless you have some sort of leverage against them.
Burley,
Do you know
Burley, do we
anything? Do you know anything secret about them that you can maybe? I don't like blackmail, but I'm tired of seeing people going missing and them not doing anything about it.
yeah, I feel the same way, Burley. I have yet to find any blackmail.
He looks to the guests like, how about you? You seem to be here for a reason.
I mean, to be fair, the fact that people are going missing kind of feels like it could be blackmailish.
That is true.
It's like, yeah, maybe, but it's too vague. I mean,
Trying to look over.
Well, there's this. Have you noticed that there's a little girl with a pig mask that's trying to kidnap people in the Hall of Mirrors?
what's this a rumor? It's not
No,
true.
I saw it. Nope, she's real. Nope, we gotta. That. What do? It's kind of horrifying.
there's always. I don't know if I should be telling the guests this, but there's always been these weird sightings around the carnival. A little girl in a pig mask, or a little frog-like creatures, or shadows that are cast. Doesn't
Shadows?
seem to be cast by a person. Weird things.
Pim kind of like shivers a bit and then like just stares at her feet.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I look at my feet. Are we all casting shadows?
You're looking like, yeah, there's all cast. There's all shadows.
Okay, good.
Well, I kind of have a plan. But I haven't found anyone to help me do it until now.
Do you have blackmail then?
No, but if you want leverage, do you notice that watch that Mr. Witch kept looking at?
Yeah, kind of rude.
Yeah, he
Nice watch. Yeah.
well, I don't blame him. It helps him keep track of the going on in the carnival, things he needs to check out, and when things are organized. And when it's time to leave, he uses the watch to whisk the carnival away to another dimension. But if that watch went missing, he might be a little more agreeable.
Does seem like a useful item.
Same goes for Mr. Light's Witchlight vein. But
Ugh, he
that's-
never lets it go.
yeah, exactly. That'll be a little bit harder to pillage because he's always hanging on to it. It's a pocket watch. He may not notice at first. I don't think stealing is a good idea, but something has to change.
I mean, somebody stole something from things from us.
What
And if
happened?
2 wrongs don't make a right, then maybe 3 wrongs will.
Are you?
Stealing isn't all that bad. Sure, it gets you into some trouble, but it's not the worst thing in the
Do
world.
you have? He says, "Do you have tickets?"
Yes.
Yes.
Take out mine.
Well then, I hear people sneak in without tickets. Sometimes leave with something missing.
And
Oh, just saying.
Just kind of thinking to myself, not just about us who've lost stuff, but about other people who have lost things recently.
Well, I've heard there's people are always going to the lost and found, asking for lost items, or even like this one person said they couldn't smile anymore, and no, I don't know how you can lose that. But turns out they didn't have a ticket, and I had to escort them out.
Did they get their ability to smile again
I suppose not.
when they left?
Well, no ticket. If you don't have a ticket, then I escort them out.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine that. Losing something after simply.
He turns to you, Pimner, and he goes, "Well, I know your story. You came in without a ticket when you were a little one, didn't you?"
It's an honest mistake. I've been helping out around a lot to help with the carnival and stuff.
And you
So it's-
decided to stay here.
Yes, I decided to stay.
Well, what do you know? Have all of you lost something? Is that why you're here?
yes,
I haven't.
I mean, insight check on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, 7. I'm a little distracted.
Ray's gonna try to put some things together and just ask the group, Is this the first time you others have been to this carnival?
No, I've been here before.
I too have been here once before.
I work.
With no, it was to the you know what I mean. Uh, and did you have tickets?
I'm assuming I did not, Joey. I know we didn't really talk about that.
Well, I think we kind of went over a little bit, but Sam,
Yeah.
Karen, Pimner, and Kal'zi snuck in when they were children without tickets.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And after something happened to them there, they were escorted out.
Yes, this story is not unfamiliar to me.
It's a
Just
little bit
checking.
too familiar to me.
It took 2.5 sessions where we're finally getting to the reason why we're here.
Oh, I just came for the funnel cakes. I don't know. I lost
That
the
is-
funnel cake. I lost the ability to taste funnel cake. I need it back.
It's the 7 twisted pretzels, remember?
They're not as good. I just start eating my pretzels. It needs mustard.
Well, if you have something missing and people are becoming missing, then maybe the two things are connected.
You really think so, Burley?
Well, they both have similarities, at least.
We were all invited by a patron. Gray, have you not lost something?
Someone.
Hmm.
And I get the feeling it may be the same way that you have lost yours. Only
Similar.
Was
Similar.
you?
It's not exactly the same.
Okay. Well, I guess 4 of us and I guess Aster all have same reason.
I know Aster here has been with us ever since he was a little baby. Basically got left on the porch.
That's why I say I haven't lost nothing. If anything, I gained. Really, I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I mean, are babies let in here for free?
No, you still had to buy. From what I understand, you still have to buy a ticket even if you have an infant.
Oh,
It's like a head count, I suppose.
Okay.
Almost.
So I
I
guess
don't know,
it's everyone needs a ticket, regardless
I'm
of how
going-
little.
Yeah, I'm going to assume either my parents snuck in and didn't have a ticket, or they just said, fuck it, we can't be bothered," and just kind of,
Oh,
left me
That'd
there.
be
Whatever, don't
horrible.
matter to me. It's fine.
I mean,
don't say that.
what if
I'm sure your parents loved you very much.
they
Or I was-
snuck in without a ticket and they lost you?
Maybe so, but they haven't really seemed to come back to try and get me now, have they?
No, I guess not.
It's either that or a bunch of fairies carried me here, whisked me away.
Anyway,
Haven't really put too much stock into it, to be honest.
Oh, it's one of those fairy tales.
Uh-huh,
Best not to think about it, right, Aster?
exactly.
No, yeah.
Goes for the high five.
Hi, first.
so Burley continues saying, "I don't want to act too suspicious if someone catches us here. So the best time to pilfer the watch would be at the crowning of the Witchlight monarch at dawn. Both Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are part of the ceremony.
Oh, he's actually going to make an appearance, is he?
Oh, every night, every morning.
We've got to steal stuff from them while they're on stage, you say?
Saying,
I
Yeah,
said
well-
after I got off that stage, I'd never do it again.
Yeah, he says basically like that's really the only time he comes out of his carriage is during the crowning of the Witchlight monarch.
Does he take his? I assume they take their stuff with them. Don't do it on
Oh, we
stage.
never. His watch is always in his pocket, and Mr. Light never always has his weather vane in his hand.
To
I mean, if you can
Is
think
the
of
only people-
if you can think of
are the-
another way, another time, I
I
don't
mean,
recommend doing it when they're in their carriage because
I know I came off as a mentalist, but that was a little bit of a parlor trick. I can only do a
Oh.
little tiny bit. I
Oh.
don't think it would work on them anyway.
I thought you were like a very excellent magician.
Well, I mean, thank you. I've been practicing. I look. I learned this, and I do the little thumb trick that got you lose my thumb.
Oh, good heavens!
No. Oh no, wait. Good magician never reveals a trick.
That's a good one.
Not very impressed, Kal'zi. Aster's like sitting in the background trying to like figuring out how he did it.
Oh,
It would
gosh.
probably be best not to get go at it though in their seat of power.
Yeah. There's we've been out here a little too long. I'm gonna escort you back to the carnival, but if you make some friends around the place, they may be able to help you during the ceremony.
Is the only people on stage going to be the monarch to be crowned and Mr. Light and Mr. Witch?
Give me a second, I can look at that part of the thing.
Yes, Joey, what happens 3 chapters ahead?
Yeah.
Read the whole thing. It says in the beginning of the book, read the whole thing. See, that's why I like running Waterdeep, because I've run it like 3 times before, so I've essentially read most of it.
He says there are quite a few people who participate in the ceremony. Like a lot of the prominent members of the carnival.
Okay.
Are present to witness it. So it's a very important event. But I should let you. He puts on his jack-o'-lantern helmet again. Should escort you out so it doesn't seem too suspicious. That Thaco fellow, may ask me no too many questions about this.
Well, if anybody says anything, you were just, we were telling you the secrets of our act. One performer to another.
I promise not to tell anyone. Your
Thank you.
secret's safe with me. He does like a little zipper around with his mouth.
It's like says it. So does he say that loudly so like Thaco can
Yeah.
can like yeah.
Like, oh, that's amazing. I promise not to tell anyone.
Right back at you, wink.
Wink, wink. I'm saying wink because you can't see me
Wink.
through the helmet.
No, I get you.
Okay.
One last thing, Joey. I noticed the art on the right cracks in it. Is that something that is prominent that I would notice?
The rocks.
Or is it just part of the art?
Just part of the art decoration.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it's like... Oh, I see the other rocks have it too. I thought it was just the one.
And
Never
next to
mind,
the tents, it
these
looks like a
rock.
possible other tent.
Yeah.
Burley, then escorts you out back to the carnival.
You really need to work on your subterfuge.
I think I was pretty good at that, honestly.
No,
I almost fooled myself.
no, you weren't.
Oh, okay. I mean, I admit that's not the best yet. Actually, I am pretty good at deception now that I look at it.
Do you want to take a little break? Like a
Yes,
5-minute
let's
break?
go get funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes. Okay. You head over to, the Easting Orchard as we take a 5-minute break.
Tea time. Time for tea.
Time for tea. Tea time. Tea time.
Back.
So you make your way to the Feasting Orchard again, and as you arrive, you see that a contest is about to begin. There's a Witchlight hand saying, "Who wants to enter the fairy cake eating contest?" And they gesture to a table stacked with these glazed cupcakes, and each cupcake has a dollop of berry custard on top. And he goes, "Rules are simple: eat as many as you can, and within 60 seconds, and the winner gets a prize."
I mean, it's been several hours. All I had was that funnel cake and that was a candied apple or something.
The pretzel.
And the pretzel. Although I kind of licked the salt off of it. I like the texture of the pretzel.
Anyone who wants to enter, that'll be one ticket punch.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I have 4 punches left.
Okay.
I am down to 3 because I bought the funnel cake for everybody.
All right, so who's entering?
I think Karen's gonna try it.
Karen.
Kal'zi's in.
Who else?
Kal'zi.
Kal'zi.
I think Pim's gonna do it.
Okay. Little stomach. But
I'll
We're gonna
pass.
find
big
out.
heart. Pimner, you don't need to use a ticket, but Kal'zi and Karen.
Yep, marked off.
Yep, I used it.
Well, like the hot dog eating champion's like 4 foot tall, so
Who won this year? Was it Chestnut again?
I don't know their names.
Chestnut was the American who won, beat out the Japanese guy who had been, the long-reigning champ a couple years back. But I don't know if he's still the reigning champ.
Okay, so a few other guests line up, and you're presented with a plate full of cupcakes. And
Am I sitting across from, a big orc?
no, it's a small orc.
Oh, no.
Those are the most dangerous. You ever see those hot dog eating contests? It's always the little Asian guy who ends up winning.
That's what I meant.
Excuse me.
All right. So what is everyone's Constitution modifiers?
+2 for me.
+0 for Pim.
+1 for Karen.
Okay. So as they ring the little bell, for you each to gobble up as many cupcakes as you can within 60 seconds. You're all able to eat up to 3. Eat a cupcake in about 3 seconds time. And you eat up to 3. If you have +1 Constitution, then you can eat 4. If you have +2, then you eat 5. But after that, you're starting to feel a little sick. But you can continue to try to eat.
Karen will continue.
Pim will not give up.
I'll give it at least one go.
Alright. Let's go top to bottom here. Karen, you eat a cupcake. And at this point, the you've been eating this, it's like, is this what custard tastes like? It doesn't taste like anything to me. But I'm just gonna keep on eating. But as you take another bite, you take 3 damage. Custard damage.
Oh my. That's awesome. Okay, 1 second.
Kal'zi, you take another bite. You take 5 custard damage.
Oh god, the sprinkles are spiked!
And Pimner, you take a bite and you take 2.
My tummy hurts.
I'm going to cast resistance on myself every time I eat another cupcake.
But there's that.
I only have 8
But
health.
there's that skinny little orc next to you. He's still gobbling them down.
I have the confidence of one more. I cast resistance on myself, which is not going to do anything here, but I think I'm going to do something. So I will eat one more.
Karen is also going to eat 1 more.
Pim only has 8 health, so she's gonna step down.
Kim just dies from cupcakes.
I'm sorry. There's supposed to be a Constitution saving throw with that. So roll Constitution saving throw, and then we'll see if you take that damage.
So my first one, I won't have the resistance on. I fail anyway.
Well, Karen definitely took damage.
Yeah.
Pimner,
Pim might be okay.
Pimner, you can add 2 custard, 2 life back, but everyone else takes the damage.
Yeah. I did a charisma save by accident, but it's my con is less, so.
Okay, so Pimner's looking pretty good. But everyone else oh, this custard maybe sat in the sun too long, the moon too long. But do you take another bite?
Gross. Yeah, Karen is.
All right,
Pim's
will
gonna
cast-
go for it.
Yeah, I will cast resistance on myself this time. So I get a plus D4 to a saving throw.
Okay, everyone, just take another bite. Do another Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's my D4.
Pimner, you take 1 custard damage.
9.
Oh.
Kal'zi, you take... What did I do that? Yeah, no, you take 1 custard damage.
Not
and then-
7? Just 1?
No, I rolled twice.
Oh, lucked out there.
Oh wait, I did roll twice. Yeah, you take 7.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Karen, you...
I'm going to turn to the side and vomit.
Yeah, it's like, and he's out! Karen, do you take another bite?
Yeah, I'm gonna take another bite.
Right, you need Constitution saving throw. What's that, 22, was it?
That 22 was the one I did.
Okay, you're good. You and Pimner are good, and a few of the other people are bowing out, but that one orc continues to eat.
Eye him down. I'm going to look at...
Like-
Karen looks tough, and then Pimner looks... It's probably tougher than she actually looks, but I'm going to go ahead and give Pimner, as I walk by to the exit, give her resistance. So she can get a 1d4 on a saving throw for the next minute.
Yay.
Only one, but you can choose to do it after you roll.
Oh, nice.
So Pimner, you're actually 2 cupcakes behind Karen. So she's definitely in the lead. She seems to be neck and neck with this other orc.
I'm gonna Constitution save. I'm gonna go for another cupcake.
Okay. Pimner, 17. You're good. Karen,
Nice.
I'm gonna go again.
14. You're good.
Yeah.
Just gonna... The orc takes a bite, and you can see, like he's kind of starting to get sick of custard. But
Blood starts dripping out of his ears.
seems to be a race between him and Karen, really, since Pimner's a couple cupcakes behind.
I'm still 2 behind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite into another one.
So is
Sure.
Karen.
Should have done this a little differently, but this is fine.
You're fine.
Because Pimner could come out of nowhere
Yeah.
and like we lose and then they just go on. But I got 22.
I'm going to, since I should have just had like Karen not roll a couple times. Karen, go ahead and add 3 more 3 health to your thing. It'll kind of make up for the lost roll. But
Cool.
yeah, so you're pretty much,
Yeah, I'm back to full health.
yeah, that kind of make up for it. Right, you're both good. But the orc pukes a little more. Not pukes. Kind of like, "Ugh." But he's ready to take another bite.
Pimner's not giving up.
Give me them crusty custard cupcakes. Oh no. Natural 1. Can I use my inspiration?
You want, yeah?
I really have to do with this.
That's a projectile vomit roll.
Oh my goodness.
Why am
Believe-
I...
You bite down the gag reflex.
Got to keep track of of rounds here, but I'd say one more round would equal a minute.
Because Pimner's still 2 behind.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
the orc at this point, he bows out. He's like, it's too much.
We said they can eat a cupcake in 3 seconds, so they can theoretically hit 20
Oh, that's true.
cupcakes.
Yeah, we keep going.
Well, I will roll again. So this will potentially be my final cupcake. Unless I get totally wrecked. Oh, yeah, 19.
Do it again. Yep.
Pim's got the 17.
Okay.
Yeah, look at him go.
Yeah, they're just pounding down these cupcakes. People are kind of amazed.
It's like,
Oh,
I don't want to
13.
look at them. I'm going to throw up again. Ugh.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's so much custard.
Pim put 2 in her mouth at once.
Wait, is she? So she's almost caught up. If if you're letting that slide, which I think would be real hilarious,
Well,
then she'd only be one behind.
Well, it was like you could eat as many cupcakes and not take damage, and I kind of messed it up. So that's why I had Karen add a little bit of health, because she could eat a couple more cupcakes without taking damage potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're kind of even.
I'm just thinking. No.
Her technique is to just eat it with the little wrapping thing on, so she doesn't lose time.
Yeah, if you want to just keep on rolling Constitution checks.
I guess until the minute's up.
You have about 8 more.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think.
Pim, you got that 1d4.
Oh
I don't
my
know if it's
god.
going to help here, but
I'm going
you have
to
it if you want to use it. Yeah, it's 7.
Oh,
7.
So not enough though. Pimner takes 5. Plus for damage.
Pimner almost passes out.
You and Karen kind of glaring back and forth. Does Pimner take another bite?
Pimner has 2 health left, so to be safe.
Hey,
I
we're
think-
HP buddies.
she just kind of like falls on the table, but like slides off the
Yeah.
seat and like walks away.
And then Karen's gonna like stand up and be like, "Yeah, oh dear!" And then like slam down an extra cupcake on the ground, like at football celebration, like in your face.
Like, I don't know why these cupcakes taste like fish, but I ate the most. I'm the winner. And they will hand you a special cupcake wrapped in a little bag, placed in a little baggie. And it says, it's a very special cupcake. Eat this and it acts like a potion of invisibility. So you can basically add a potion of invisibility to your
That's
inventory.
excellent. I thank you. Totally worth it.
Everyone else after maybe vomiting up of some of the custard, you start to feel better and you can add your hit points back.
Aster, can you rub my back?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And as you're resting, giving each other back rubs, you see the
It's just the thing we do now.
you see
Wait, did you say I could get some health back?
yeah, you can regain your health after
Thank you.
after a little rest. The the bard gnome the gnome bard that you met a little earlier in the evening walks up. Eliwick Tumblestrom, she's the one who bought you your tickets, saying, "Oh, did I miss the fairy cake contest?"
I don't think you actually missed it.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm good.
Well, I didn't need a retelling. Huh.
Sorry, it's just...
She looks at Karen and goes, "Might have to write a song about that. About how many cupcakes you ate." She starts to,
I ate the most.
yeah. She starts to pluck on her strings, on her lute. Oh, Karen the Brave ate the most
Hey.
cupcakes.
Eliwick,
Sent the rest to the grave.
So how goes your search for the entrance to Prismere? I'm still trying to ask the strings, but they're not giving.
Actually going quite garbagely.
Well, I'd say it's more recyclingly, where it's still garbage, but not as dirty.
You have to throw it in anyways because someone put the wrong thing in it.
That's true.
So I guess we're trying to say it's not going very well.
Well, like I said, I'm still consulting the strings.
I
See if
don't-
they can tell me the answer, but they're being fidgety today.
I don't suppose your strings have any sort of sordid tales on one Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, do they?
I have heard. They did tell me a song once. She kind of plucks on her string. That's. They're not the original owners of this carnival.
Gasp.
Well,
I'm
that
sure
means
you.
the
I'm sure you had a look at them.
yes.
Not quite drow, but not quite elf from this realm, I would say.
You think
Now that you pointed it out, I do agree with you.
kind of makes sense, yes.
She turns to Gray. What do you think? I think you might have. Strings tell me that you may know a little bit about the situation.
A bit. If I remember right, you were led here by somebody else as well as the strings, yes?
I think it was more. Trying to remember. She had heard that someone else led some of you here.
Okay.
Or about like about the going ons, like and you mentioned the name of the sorry, I'm going way back here. You had mentioned the name Madrick to them, saying they led you here and his fairy dragons. Kind of told Aster and Pimner about Prismere. And she was kind of amused by it, but she didn't really have anything to say about it.
Yeah, that's what I was indicating.
Yeah.
Do your strings have anything to say about a Kenku?
She plucks them a little bit. May not be a Kenku you're looking for. At least, what they appear. Maybe a little hard to find.
Very hard to find.
Skilled at, disguising themselves.
That would explain a lot.
If you think finding this Kenku will help you in your quest, I think it might be worth pursuing.
I think they could answer several things that we need answers for.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have any leads for you, but I do know that this Kenku can disguise itself. Not just its voice, but its body as well. So search hard enough. I'm sure you can find them.
It's a start. Not a very good one, but a start.
I mean,
It's more than we had about a couple of moments earlier.
Yeah.
this is true.
Well, the carnival closes in about. She kind of looks up at the stars. Say about 3 hours, 2.5 hours. So, if you have a plan,
Oh, yes, it's about a ferry past 1 o'clock right now.
yeah.
Well.
So much.
It's either going to be me or Bun with the puns, so. Well, the best thing we could do is to, well, get that pocket watch and get that cane. I guess at least the pocket watch.
Interesting. Little heist.
What?
Planning a heist, are we?
That's a heist, more of a keep away. I mean, I assume after we get it, we're going to have to tell them, hey, we have this, give us our information, and give you back what you want.
Cals,
Yeah.
shut up.
I'm looking around. Is there? I wouldn't be saying this.
No one's taking notice of you.
Yeah.
They're just enjoying their. Like, a couple of people have come by to clean up the sick you made, but
Yeah.
other than that, they're kind of leaving you alone.
No, you're right. You're right, Gray. I apologize. I think better aloud sometimes.
Well, I'll continue to ask the strings for answers. But suggest you continue with your plan. As I said
Yes.
before, the very fate of Prismere and this carnival may be in the balance.
Oh, I mean, that's not putting pressure on us. I was just here for
Yeah, no pressure.
get our stuff back, and now it turns out there's a whole thing.
Whole thing. She's so
Did not expect this when I came today.
Right? Like, this morning I thought I was going to go to the carnival, and lo and behold, I've been on stage, met several people, almost fell off a dragonfly.
Certainly got your money's worth.
I mean, yeah, considering that it was free.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen at the Witchlight Carnival. It's a
I
non-stop
keep forgetting
adventure.
you work here. I keep forgetting that.
supposed to be like an off
Yeah.
day for you. You're not really doing much.
Yeah,
Eat funnel cake, you ride rides.
I did 2 hours of constant cartwheels,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
true.
probably that's where the room came for being able to eat all those cupcakes. So it was just all the constant performing.
Yeah, at least you did the cartwheels before eating the cupcakes.
Oh, who wants to go in the teacups now?
I mean, I think we're all pretty empty, so I think we can.
Actually, the clock should be more like around here. So
Yeah.
you have a little bit more time, but basically it's...
Time is progressing.
Yeah, time is progressing. So you have time to enjoy the carnival a little bit more if you wish, or if you want to pursue the Kenku.
Well, I mean, we're here trying to find the Kenku. As much as I want to go on some of the, as much as me as a player wants to see what the hell's up with the mystery mine after we found out that it was the D&D cartoon head face.
I that thing is burned into my memory.
Yeah.
I'm glad I recognized it.
Oh, good.
Maybe we could do both. I'm sure if we keep discovering the place, the Kenku might come out.
Oh, Kenku might be hiding in there. Well, we could go talk to some more people. They just said make some more friends.
As you make your way across the carnival, you can, like, just be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, the opposite side. Let's see here.
Go to the snail races.
It does give me a good idea for where to ask for help for looking for them too.
Yeah.
So, you can spend 1 hour of time searching for the Kenku.
I say we do that. I'm all for that. What's everybody else say?
Yay!
Tim's good with that.
Karen's good.
Sure.
Okay, so I think if you're all doing it, everyone give me a investigation check. We'll treat this as like a group check.
Investigation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Karen's so bad at that.
Oh God, all of us?
Wow.
50666.
Wow.
Inspiration.
Did Karen just get lost somewhere?
So now it's at the time what we were thinking. Like, you start making your rounds around the carnival, but like how do we find...
Did I ever earn inspiration?
I don't know.
Mark did.
I do. I can, if you're okay with me using...
Well, this is a group check.
Yeah, that's true. It's not gonna help.
If you're all doing it. Well... Yeah, since you're all doing it, I'm gonna treat it as a group check.
yeah, it's not.
We did so bad.
Yeah,
it's
it's like- They did say that the Kenku isn't all that it appears, so maybe it's not even a Kenku at all. So we're just looking at everybody. You have nothing to go off of.
It could be
just-
anyone. Stares at Karen.
I'm just listening for Candlefoot's voice.
I was gonna let see if two of you passed for it to work.
Yeah, no, this is utter failure.
Yep.
Karen is like under the
how it goes.
food table, like looking for like apparently chewing gum or something. 'Cause...
Look,
Wait, what are we
Kenku
doing
tracks.
again?
No, we were looking for a Kenku that might not even
You cut out.
heard
Karen's
Aster.
just Karen's just so like frustrated and like confused that she just throws up all of her cupcakes.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh.
all those cupcakes out and then walking for an hour. Not a good mixture. But yeah, you like make your rounds and like I guess you just don't know what you're looking for. Like
No
Pretty
idea.
much.
All right. Well.
Yeah, now we can't even guarantee that we're looking for a bird.
well, oh Aster did a roll. Okay. Yeah, so you don't find anything.
Well, since we can't find this fucking bird, why don't we just have fun at the carnival? Hey,
Then maybe he'll just pop up or something.
exactly. Who knows? Why
Oh.
don't we say we go take a ride on the mystery mine?
Yeah,
That's not the
yeah.
actual song. I just made that up right now.
You know, it could have worked. I would have believed you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm a performer, you know.
So the only just to note out the things that we haven't snail racing, technically the Pixie Kingdom, and
The swan.
I guess we
mine.
didn't do the gondola swans
The
and
swandola.
gondola goms. And I guess there's a little Stonehenge next to the carousel, but it's not labeled.
Yeah, but those are kind of like a fairy ring, just like a little hangout
Yeah.
spot. All right, mystery mine.
Oh, is this like one of those dark rides where you go in there and you have to make out with the vampires? I heard.
I mean,
I'm
you don't
begging
have
a
to
pardon.
You don't have to make out with the vampire, but there's a perfectly eligible satyr right next to you. Waggles his eyebrows.
Yep, Cal and Aster have to share the cart.
It's okay. Sit your first time, Kal'zi.
I've never been on a mystery mine before. No.
Oh,
Yes, you look. It doesn't really look like a romantic ride. In fact, people coming off the ride seem kind of spooked.
Look, those two are holding hands and hugging, and they're just two people that are gripping each other like
Yeah.
deathly fright.
oh, are you saying you want to hold my hand, Kal'zi? Oh, you're such a romantic. And Aster's gonna grab his hand and like just curl his fingers around.
You never forget your first.
Oh, I see that these mine carts are riding one seat forward and one seat in back. Looks like we can't sit next to each other.
It's okay. You can
Alright.
sit and gaze at my eyes while you're sitting across from me.
Aster just leaning in behind, over his shoulder.
So, propelled by magic, mine carts laden with fairgoers trundle through an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The cart reappears moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Near the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard shouts, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind with the mystery mind." He has bushy eyebrows, wears a pointy hat, and holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye. You there, you want to ride the mystery mind?
I mean, I did before walking over here, but I mean, I think
He's
I'm
extra excited to go on it now.
Oh,
Having
Aster's like
flashbacks
swinging
to-
their hands together like hee hee hee.
having flashbacks to when I was forced to go on Space Mountain for the first time and ended up loving it.
Alright, so who wants to ride the mystery mind? Be one
The-
ticket punch.
These two.
Aster high fives Gray.
Oh, do you two lovebirds want to ride the mind?
But I assure you, I am not a bird. But I
Have you
present my-
seen one?
Are you sure?
So,
He stares at.
Kal'zi and Aster.
Yep, I will present my ticket.
I think Karen is also going to ride.
Alright.
Oh, good, you can sit between us.
Oh no, it's fine. Now you two can be by yourselves. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, she takes one of her own. How many ticket punches does Karen and Kal'zi have left?
I have
two
two
left after this.
Okay. So before you enter the cart, he asks each
Is
of you.
Pimner?
I'm sorry, does Pimner want to go to?
Pimner?
No. Pimner's just gonna watch
Yeah.
With Gray, I guess?
What's
Is
very
Gray
well.
going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip on this one.
Okay. So before you enter, the dwarf says, now just gaze into my clockwork eye. And I want each of you to message me your deepest fear on Discord.
Ooh.
That's tricky. Okay, one second.
Oh shit. Okay, give me a second to think about this.
Kal'zi's just sitting in a cart with Aster.
I'm living my fear at the minute. Oh shit.
The cart suddenly goes wider than it is longer, so now they're sitting beside each other.
Not my
So-
deepest fear. That's my most immediate fear. It's different.
So, for simplicity, I'm going to act like you're all in the same cart. But if you
Yeah,
want...
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, let's say Karen's in the front and Aster and Kal'zi are kind of in the back.
Okay.
And a few other,
And
they
they're
have
coupled
the cards
together.
all here, so, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Should I have not have said coupled?
No, there's two of us. I believe that's legally what a couple is.
Yep.
Things too.
I was referring to the cart specifically.
One has a very lengthy fear.
But I should say, like,
Can I message? Okay.
I guess should it be more specific? Like mine's
Okay,
pretty
so-
broad.
I
For, like, Karen.
kind of misread this. Like an object or a creature you might fear, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Something we can see in that horrible,
Yeah.
like, in Harry Potter, that thing, yeah.
But not like
I'm afraid of the moon!
but not like an
The
abstract,
concept of
the abstract concept of fear.
So
yeah.
like a South African gobbledonker.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
that's even harder.
So sorry about that. Yeah, just something I fear.
Oh god, so now I should look up D&D.
Just say ghosts.
Scariest D&D monsters. Oh god, that's fucking
Oh,
horrifying.
what's the hamster with the unicorn horn?
Oh. What the fuck? These are
Space-
disgusting.
That's a
Sorry.
gelatinous cube, Jess.
No, not that. I'm looking at pictures and there's a lot of just horrifying things.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ublex,
Lex.
corpse shambler.
Okay, so Mark, is that what you want?
Yeah, I think that fits.
Okay, I've got Karen.
sorry, I'm trying to think of what Aster would actually be afraid of.
Happiness.
Honestly, yeah.
The carousel.
Pick something random and then work it into your character backstory.
I picked something.
reverse engineer the fear.
Yes.
Commitment.
Oh, that's actually a monster. Right. Oh, that's like Psychonauts.
Yeah.
Panic attacks and
Let's see where some of these are. Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Aster's actually afraid of himself.
I was like, ooh, deep.
Oh,
So,
I'm afraid of my own reflection, so I can understand that.
so you enter. You all look into the eye, and he just goes, "I hope you don't run into what you fear inside the mind." And you all get inside the cart.
Why isn't my emergency safety bar going down? No, it's starting. Why isn't the bar going down?
Don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
Oh,
Safety bar of 2 arms it latches around you.
I'll
Right.
be your seatbelt. Sorry.
so you enter
Aster
the
takes his
dragon's.
job very seriously.
Mhm.
You enter the dragon's mouth, and like immediately you can tell this is some sort of like TARDIS stuff going on. It's like bigger on the inside because you're instantly within like a mine shaft, and it's not too scary. Like every once in a while, like a wooden ghost will pop up behind a corner and just go wah ha ha ha, and it's like it's not very very scary. But then in the middle of the track, you see a set of stairs, and the cart's heading right towards it. And it's going faster and faster, and how's the cart going to go down the stairs? Oh no, what are you going to do?
There's the track out!
And I want everyone to do a wisdom saving throw, and if that's your fear, then do it at disadvantage.
Can I resistance myself coming up to this scary thing?
If you want.
Or is it happening too fast? Then I shall cast resistance.
Right?
Ooh, I got +2.
So you like brace yourself.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, got the safety bar. And
Karen, you're actually like, as you approach the stairs, you're like, it's like, oh no, this might mess up my hair if I fall too fast. Just rattle too much. But like, right as the cart comes to the stairs, they kind of vanish, and the cart just kind of goes down like a roller coaster like normal. It's a little frightening, but it's fine. But Karen, you are frightened by that.
Okay.
The person who was scared of that you told me, did you roll disadvantage?
yes.
Okay. Oh, I was trying to keep it secret.
Whoever that mystery person is.
So it turns the corner, it's going faster and faster. And from the side a giant tiger man kind of leaps out and goes, "Roar, booga booga booga, I'm gonna eat your soul." And give me another wisdom saving throw. And disadvantage if that's your fear.
Oh, well, this is.
Here, Aster's all, oh, hey, Jed.
Well, even with a natural 1, my resistance second cast gave me a 10, but it is a natural 1.
Kal'zi and Aster, you're terrified of this. Like on almost a primal level.
Aster, like, just grips on, like, not acting, not being shitty. Aster literally just grips on to Kal'zi, and he's, like, burying his head down, like, ah!
So you're all kind of on edge.
Token me.
And what's happening, like, what's going on. And, like you fly past the tiger, and it's just, like, waving his fists. It's like, I'll get you in your dreams! And you're like, holy crap.
Jesus Christ! Holy fuck!
And you turn and it's like,
Oh, it's Freddy Cougar!
Oh, I get it.
and so I'm just
Okay,
like,
I owe you a muffin for that one.
you kind of look behind you, it's like, oh, thank God that's gone. And, like, you look ahead, and, like, you see the maw of, like, a giant black dragon about to bite down on you. You're like, oh, God, I think I'm going to roll another wisdom saving throw. And roll
Felt it in my bones.
a disadvantage
Oh my
if
God, horrible.
that's your thing.
Everybody's got
11
something.
this time.
Love it. Yeah, you weren't expecting this. Like, the dragon bites down your cart, but it like kind of disappears right as like it's about to chomp down. And you're like, check the DC. Karen, you are not scared. You probably fought a bunch of dragons, but Kal'zi and Aster, like you're just grabbing onto each other, like shivering.
This is basically every dinosaur ride at Disney.
Yeah. And as the dragon disappears, you turn another corner, and right in the middle of the track is this dooba-dooba-dooba-doo.
No, not a dooba 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 dooba
There's
doo.
this giant,
Got it. The scat man.
just this giant cube of ooze just lying in the middle of the track, and you can tell it's like eating the track inside of its oozy cube body, and you're heading straight for it. And give me one more what
Wisdom save.
what have you been rolling? Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Kal'zi has no fear.
Kal'zi,
Oh,
you're good.
a gelatinous cube.
So,
No,
Karen
it's
got
like-
7.
no. I imagine that Aster has put his hands over my eyes as the. I'm still.
If that's your feared thing, do it at disadvantage.
Karen got 7.
7. Yeah, you're terrified that this thing is gonna digest you inside of its acid belly. And Aster, you were 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not afraid. You're finding comfort. You two are finding comfort in each other's embrace.
I'm panicking, but for different reasons.
Aw, rude.
No, mainly because I can't see what's going on, and I was being choked 3 minutes ago.
He wasn't choking him.
You grabbed on pretty hard, and oh my god, I actually have a story for this.
He was holding on to him for dear life. He wasn't choking him.
That actually
Magic.
happened to me at the last time I went to Disney. Is that the one of the sister of one of the people we went with? She was sitting next to me on Soren, and we got brought up to the top of the top of the thing, which is a big IMAX screen, really high. And as soon as the thing starts up, she grabs onto my arm, digs her nails into it. Not enough for it to actually like blood, but I was just making.
You keep
The rest
cutting
of the
out.
time I was there, I was like, "You're not going to grab onto my arm."
We heard about half of that.
Oh, never mind then. I don't know what's going on with my Discord.
So, and after you pile through the ooze and explodes in a bunch of little gooey cube pieces, you exit on the other side of the ride, out into the moonlight. And you're all a little shook up, but once you realize that, oh, none of that was real, you kind of like regain yourself. And you have no lasting effects from the ride. And the cart comes to a stop, and a Witchlight hand helps you all out. Turns to Kal'zi. Yeah, it's like Kal'zi's like scared but also happy, like delighted.
That was kind of amazing.
It's kind of confusing.
People do this for fun?
The Witchlight hand turns to you. It's like, oh, do you want another go? You seem to be enjoying yourselves.
No.
Oh, they're in here.
No. I jump back.
Okay.
I can
Couldn't
just
throw
bend the
another
safety
cupcake in
bar.
the background.
There's one person who gets out behind you. He's just like pale white. He's just like, I've seen things I can't unsee. And he like looks like he won't be able to sleep for a week.
Wish I had a modify memory spell.
Yeah.
There you are. You guys have fun?
So in game terms, you would have had exhaustion if you would have failed too many of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so we've...
That was exhilarating, Gray Pim. It was. There was the scariest thing in there was this little cardboard ghost that jumped out.
Yeah, I don't really go on that thing too often.
Yeah.
Take your word on it.
Alright, so this is probably a good stopping point. Still have a few more things to do next session. If you want to continue looking for Candlefoot. Or not Candlefoot,
Kettle.
Kettlestein.
Hmm.
To find Candlefoot's voice. To help Phallisa so she can sing again.
Did you get my message, Joey?
Oh,
Him?
If you...
Don't say it out loud.
What?
Intrigue
Mystery.
upon intrigue.
No, just don't have to do it right now, but
Hold on.
that's sort of yeah. It's on Discord.
There's my feel like don't read it out loud, but you put it in like the main like general Discord thing.
I will say, Aster, like, whenever they're getting off, Aster looks at Kal'zi and he's like...
Getting off, huh?
Phrasing.
Oh my god!
Crazy.
I know what I said! He's like, don't tell anybody.
Did you not like the gelatinous cube?
No, the gelatinous cube was fine.
I mean, wink?
No, really. That one was
I-
fine.
Yeah, no, that's... I got you.
Thank you. He's like dusting himself off.
Well, I'm talking to Steph on Discord.
No, you're good.
Yep.
Sorry
The
if I
off.
gripped you too tight.
A little bit. I think you still got the marking on my neck.
I wasn't
You know, it's...
grabbing your neck.
Yeah, you were. I could tell because of my breathing stopped.
Oh,
But it's
well,
okay. You survived.
I mean, some people are into that, you know.
Yes. I actually do know that. My captain was into that of the ship.
Wait, like he like being...
Was-
Why
No, he
do I
liked
need to
going
know
on- he
this
liked
about
going
you
on-
and your captain?
He liked going on mystery mine ride. I don't know what you're...
Oh, I thought,
Yeah.
oh. Hey, I mean, you know, no shame.
Kal'zi, give me a perception check.
Okay. 13. Oh my god, that guy's being choked over there.
Yeah.
13, if anything.
Okay.
Alright.
That's probably nothing.
Secrets.
Some secrets.
Oh, am I getting a text message?
What?
Kal'zi gets a message from Aster later that night. Just wanted to say thanks for the good time.
This is gonna sound good.
I send back a picture of their his worst fare.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
With that little
Why
detour
did none of
back-
us say Gobbledonker? Damn it!
I suggested it.
Oh, I missed it. Oh,
I didn't hear
sorry.
it.
Go ahead, Joey.
I'll say that's kind of a good spot to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good.
I'm all done. My mystery
I'm really interested because this goes on. We're still level 1 and we're still in the carnival, and I'm like, where is this
Yeah.
gonna go? Holy crap! I mean,
Well-
obviously it's gonna go to Prismire, but
We'll
That
definitely be done next session. But yeah,
Yeah, for the entire campaign.
Shortest campaign ever. Woo!
2 levels. I mean, you could just leave. Nothing's stopping you.
that's true. Yeah.
That's true. The worst adventures ever.
Oh, we can't get to Prismere. Oh, well.
When it said it's a level 1 campaign, it didn't mean it starts at level 1.
Yeah, we'll definitely be ready next time.
There's
Okay.
a game called Voodoo Detective. It's like a point and click adventure, and I think someone from Secret Monkey Island worked
got
on
that.
it.
Yeah, we were kind of promoting it because our friends worked on it.
And
But- You can finish the game in 5 minutes. You
Yeah.
just don't take the case.
I
It was
love
really good.
I think we do that in one of those over the top like Far Cry games or something where like someone tells you I'll be back in 10 minutes at the beginning of the game and like then shit happens and you're supposed to leave, but if you don't leave, he'll come back in 10 minutes and you can just kill him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember what game it is, but I
Oh,
remember.
Far Cry 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
great.
Yeah, it's like the main bad guy just like
Oh, yeah.
walks
yeah.
away, and then you're supposed to like when stuff goes down like run out the door or something. But if you just wait, he comes back, and you can just shoot him or something like that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He hands you a gun and goes off to you basically join his side essentially as the game ends.
I know in like one of them, I think it's Metal Gear 3, you could change the clock on your PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
and
to
then-
kill the end.
Yeah.
Kill the end. You could even skip the end fight by killing him early.
Yep.
Then you fight.
Oh yeah, I've done that before. There's a
Yeah.
cutscene where you can snipe him as he's leaving through a door.
Yep.
I've been wanting to
That's
replay
awesome.
Metal Gear 3 for like a long time, but I don't want to.
Such a
But I don't want to hook up my PlayStation 2 and deal with like.
There's the remake for 3, I believe.
3DS ports. There's a couple of remake. The HD edition version.
Yeah, I know for like for 360, but then I have to take out my 360. You know.
just emulate it.
That's true.
I don't have to play it anymore because when I played it all the time, I played no kill throughs. I did the carroted frog one time where I killed them, and that was a pain when you get to the motorcycle sequence. Shit.
Anyway, officially ending the game session now. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Joey. That
you.
was a lot of fun.
And you can now continue to talk about Metal Gear. All right, bye.
Have fun.